Okay. Does that answer your question?
Pretty self-explanatory.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear your last response.
Yes, it does.
Okay, great.
You didn't bend over.
Thank you very much, Ms.
microphone.
Gianelli. Anything further in this matter?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Mr.
Yeah, she's in
Sotelo?
a lot of trouble. She's really
Thank
gonna
you.
have to pull some time eventually.
Judge, your last red matter is DeMarcus Whitner.
You need
She's
to
gonna-
go back into the
it's supposed to see
breakout
what's
room,
going
or
on
you
here.
indicating that, and I'm not even done speaking yet, so you don't know what my question is.
If it is something, stick
So
with
my
it. If
question is,
She
how
just
are you
got
done
spicy.
discussing the case, and do you believe that it would behoove you guys to continue discussing the case any?
No, it wouldn't behoove us any further to discuss it.
Okay.
he's trying to pull a law talk.
And Ms. Phillips, you're
Just
back
being
as well.
honest.
Let's see. Ms. Anderson, have you submitted all of the evidence that you believe that you'll need for this case today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any witnesses besides
don't call
yourself
them
that you
that.
think will need to testify?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, Mrs.
I just grew up
Phillips,
in the South.
are you ready to go forward with your case today?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
Do you have any witnesses besides yourself that will need to testify?
No,
we had a
I do
Brazil
not.
nut tree in our yard.
Have
by
you
the way.
submitted all of your evidence in this case?
Yes, ma'am, I have.
Okay, perfect. So what we will do is I will go ahead and go over the process with you because there is an attorney on the other side. Yes, Ms. Allen, you need to be.
Yes, ma'am. I do have a honest here for a Miss KEESHA Anderson, and I wanted to make sure, Judge, that it's okay with you if they are here, or would you like them to join the YouTube live to watch it that way?
Okay, so Ms. Anderson, is this person a witness for you?
I don't even know who she said was here.
It said for the screen name, it says honest. And so I sent a message
Honest?
to the screen name. It says, I'm here for KEESHA Anderson case. I'm just watching if that's okay. That's all I have.
I just want to look at you,
Ms.
Your Honor.
Anderson, what we'll do
watch
is if
YouTube.
you don't know who the person is, we'll just put them in the waiting room area and not admit them since you seem to not know who is present.
Should just be an
So what we will do now is I'll explain the process. If the attorney in the other case comes back, I will take that case first, as that case has been on the calendar before, and also because there is an attorney who may have appearances before other judges. So I will take that case and pause your case to resume that case once they return. But in the interim, this is going to be a trial hearing calendar. If either of you is in disagreement with what the final judgment is, your remedy will be to file an appeal de novo with state or superior court.
I love that you girls got all
You can do
these,
that within 30 days of
inside
the day that
jokes
I issue the
with different
decision in
cases
the
and stuff
case.
you guys watch.
I'm going to go over a
I
few
like it.
brief
I love it.
procedural matters before we get started. This is, again, a civil trial calendar. This is still very much so real court, even though it's virtual court. Anything that you would not feel comfortable doing in physical court, do not do it in a virtual setting. Some of the examples that I give would be talking, eating, or talking out of turn, walking around, moving
Using the
around
bathroom.
excessively, eating,
Taking a
anything
shower,
that would be
smoking
distracting to
cigarettes,
the viewer. Do not
baking,
do it.
eating a
Making
steak,
outbursts
actually
whenever
just
you're not
start
at your
writing.
appropriate time to speak would not be allowable. So again, anything that you would not feel comfortable doing in a physical courtroom setting, please do not do it in a virtual setting, as we are still very much so in real court, and you can still be held in contempt for any violations of the rules of court. Secondly, this is again going to be a trial hearing. What that means is that the plaintiff has the burden of proof. Because the plaintiff has the burden of proof, they will.
Are we about to get
will
into
go
a hearing?
last.
Really?
The plaintiff will explain what they believe the reason is that they are owed money and how they came up with that calculation. Then the defendant will have a chance to ask questions of the plaintiff based upon what the plaintiff testifies to. Then once the plaintiff is done telling their story and also presenting their evidence, and once the defendant is done questioning the plaintiff, the defendant will have a chance to put up evidence. Because it is a burden of proof upon the plaintiff, the defendant does not have a burden or obligation or a
Who do you think
responsibility
owes who money?
to present evidence. However, if you choose as a defendant to present evidence, then the plaintiff will have a chance to question, basically cross-examine you once you're done presenting your
both have
evidence.
the same facial expressions, as in like
Once both
really
sides
pissed off
have had a
about
chance
being
to
here
present
and
their
I don't
evidence
like
and
you.
question the other side, then I'll give each of you a brief moment to give me your legal reasons for why you believe that I should rule in your
Again,
favor.
Zoom
Once I,
court should send you
decide
a
the case, I
video
will not
to
hear any
watch
more
ahead of
argument or any
time,
more back
so
and
you
forth.
don't waste
And
this
then,
time.
again, your remedies will be to file an appeal de novo with state or superior court. If you cannot tell already, I'm very much so about decorum and respect. If anyone has attitude, is being disrespectful, cutting other people off,
Yeah.
saying disparaging things, then I will stop you
This is
pretty much
court, Your Honor.
immediately. And if it continues,
That's
then
our
of
job,
course I will
Creed.
not continue with the hearing.
Disparage,
You are not
make fun
speaking
of.
to each other. You are speaking and addressing the court. I always give an example of how a case should go because it is pro se litigation and typically people do not understand the court process. I give the example of a car accident case. If you were here on a car accident case and you were the plaintiff, you wouldn't just start telling me that you hate the fact that you're in an accident in the worst part of
The
your
sad
life.
part is we're
You just
probably
don't
not going to get
understand
2
why the other
minutes into
person
this.
won't
They're
pay
going to
you
bring
money.
one
It's
of
just
those
ridiculous, and
immediately.
you are here and you just want $10,000. That would not be sufficient. What you would need to tell me is that you were traveling westbound on Interstate 20. You were in the leftmost lane. The defendant was in the second from the left lane.
Okay.
They veered into your
My
lane.
God,
without
she's
having a
really-
turn
We know
signal
what
on.
details are.
Tail light or their rear tail light hit your front right light as they tried to pass you. That caused the two cars to start spinning. Your car hit the embankment. The top of the car was damaged. The right rear bumper, the left front bumper, the right.
Is this a true story she's telling? Because I feel like it is.
You went to the Toyota dealership. Toyota said that it would cost $2,500.
Your boyfriend said he loved you, and then he went
from
and
the
kissed your
accident.
sister at the birthday
You
party.
paid them to fix it, and now you're asking for that sum of money, and you have medical bills in the amount of $3,000, and you're asking for that $5,500 due to that fact. That would be sufficient to prove your case.
Just not
the other
knowingly.
defendant might object. You might try to show me a picture of your car. Your car has damage to the rear bumper and to all of the doors. And the defendant's objection might be based upon the fact that that is not what your car looked like on the day of the accident. I would sustain that objection, which means I would agree with it, because you cannot show me something that is an inappropriate representation of what the car looked like. Now, the defendant might object whenever you say that you they veered into your lane without signaling. I would not sustain that objection. That's a difference of opinion. Both of you will get to tell me your side.
I hope so,
of the story,
with these examples.
and I will make a decision about who I believe is more truthful and who I believe had a better perception of the incident.
If this ends up being about
so again, an
fake
objection is going to be some
very
legal
upset.
reason. I cannot see evidence. Either it's prejudicial, it's irrelevant. There's some legal reason why I should not be able to see evidence. Not that you just disagree with it, but there's some reason why that evidence should be
just seeing her
illegal and not come
doing
into
the other. I
court
don't.
hearing.
Yeah, she did a lot of
If you hear the other
arraignments
side say the
and
word
stuff.
objection, you need to
I've
stop
never seen her do
talking,
this.
and then I'll hear the
Yeah, 'cause
nature of the objection,
side
make
of
a
court.
ruling, and then we'll reconvene or recommence whatever testimony was going on. So again, plaintiff goes first, goes last. Defendant questions plaintiff, and then plaintiff will question the defendant after the defendant is done testifying.
Now,
each of you will be able to
nobody
present
can say that
evidence.
we're
as
not
far as it relates
slightly
to
an
the
educational
presentation
channel.
of
We just got an
evidence.
education.
What you will
like-
need to do is, if you would like to show me a
Cool.
picture, you should have submitted your evidence before court. It should have been properly labeled. If you get to the point in your story where you want to show me a picture of the car, you would say, Judge, I would like to show you what's been marked as Exhibit A. Can we show that on the screen? Give it one moment for my clerk to get that piece of evidence out. But again, you'll have to let me know exactly how you labeled it so that we can pull it up
By the
and
time we
share it on the
start
screen.
this, it's going to be
I will
time
excuse
to
myself
we
from the
check.
bench for a few moments when that happens, because the other side will have a chance to examine that piece of evidence to see if they have any objection. I will see if the other side has an objection to me seeing that piece of evidence. If they don't, I'll look at it. If they do, I'll hear their objection before I look at the evidence. So again, that's how the rules of engagements will go. That being stated, I'm going to have both of you raise your right hands and get sworn in.
Here we go.
You swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury, starting with Ms. KEESHA Anderson. Do you so swear?
I don't know. Can you give me
I
an
do.
example?
And if you could please state your full name for the record.
KEESHA Anderson.
Thank you. And you can place your hand down. And then Ms. LaToya Phillips, do you also swear and affirm that your testimony will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? under
I'll just draw
penalty of
diagrams.
perjury?
She got
I
hit
do.
by a car, Creed.
And if you can state your full name for the record.
LATOYA Phillips.
Okay, thank you. And you can put your hand down now. So Ms. Anderson, it is your burden of proof. So after hearing my example, you can go ahead and explain to me
God, yes.
what occurred that
Please.
caused you to have
I'll send an
damages and
email
how
tonight.
you calculated that damage dollar amount.
Okay, so I'll be reading from
It's starting.
No, you can't read from anything.
Okay.
You can
God.
tell me what you
We've
believe
already broken a
happened,
rule.
but you can't read from anything.
It's already happened.
Okay, so back in January 6th of 2020,
We
the
met on
defendant reached
Adult
out to
Friend
me,
Finder.
in reference to her channel being struck for 3 copyright strikes, and her
What?
channel was removed from the platform of YouTube. So a little
Oh,
backstory, I have been on YouTube for about 8 years, since
Hello,
2015
YouTube.
as a full-time job, and I
We're
have
getting
been
a strike.
uploading
Get ready.
regularly since 2015. So this is a full-time job, my full-time
Here it
form of
comes.
main
going
form
dark next
of
week.
employment, and I also do things like work with brand deals, and
You're
things of that
influenced.
nature for
How many followers
income,
you got?
as far as your primary income. At the
How
time,
many
the
watch
defendant,
hours you got, girl?
LATOYA, was removed from the platform due to a breach of contract. I reached out to YouTube. I was given a manager. Once you reach a certain amount of followers on the platform, you get a manager. I got a manager. I reached out to my manager and I let them know some things that I had been dealing with due to a few other people on the platform abusing the copyright laws. So with copyright, there is a form of fair use, and within fair use, you're allowed to
That's
commentate
this.
or respond to
Yes.
other people's content,
Yeah,
as long as it does not go outside of the legal realms, which is like forms of breach of privacy, an extension use of someone's content, if it doesn't go into harassment, bullying, slander.
Ooh, baby.
It's a long list on YouTube. So I reached out to YouTube and I let them know what I had been dealing with, and they informed me that my best course of action, once they actually looked at the videos in question of the defendant, to submit a copyright strike takedown. So if you get 3 copyright strike takedowns, YouTube will completely
Channel's
remove
gone.
your channel, and you're not allowed to be a YouTube partner on the platform. And if you were being paid, you will no longer get paid. So the defendant reached out to me after receiving those 3 strikes, and she asked to come to an agreement. And I would like to bring Exhibit A into evidence at this time.
She gonna pay her to take them down?
Stick your show
Okay, so
in your
Madam
ass.
Clerk, if you're able to pull that up, Mrs. Phillips, review it. And
I
once
want a
you review it, let
manager.
me know if you have any objection to it and I'll come back.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, Judge.
I really want to see this content. Like she was saying, fair use, which is
It's loading,
exactly,
Miss Anderson. Give me a second. I'm sorry.
Okay.
it's exactly what we're doing right now, which allows us by law to do exactly what we do each and every
And
day.
what's
as
going to
long as you-
happen is, I know you sent me. Okay, I thought
I like
this was
her
one of the
soft
videos.
voice,
I'm
by the
sorry.
way.
I got it. Let me pull it up.
Exhibit A, yes.
Okay, give me a second. Let me share my screen.
That was a good one.
And I am on screen 1.
We're going to see the video. I'm excited about that.
Can we see it?
It's black. Was
It
it
just says
supposed to
loading
be?
on my end.
Oh my goodness. Jesus Christ, help me, Lord.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, perfect.
Jesus Christ, help me, Lord.
Let me see if I can make it bigger. Both of you guys leaned
Okay.
in. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Trying to
Let me
make
see.
sure.
Okay. Let me
Can you see it?
Ooh, let me stop
Oh,
sharing.
dear Lord Jesus, please help me.
Let me see.
Lord have mercy.
Open with.
Can I get a manager, please? Can you see what she's doing right now? So what does she do on her channel?
Sorry, I forgot to cut that off.
Okay.
What is she
Can we
on her
see it
channel?
now?
Yes.
Okay, this is as big as it allows me to get it. I'm sorry.
So a lot of people.
So that's Exhibit
Okay,
B.
so I don't, oh, that's the wrong exhibit?
Yes.
We had a strike one time,
Oh.
and
It's
a
the
guy,
one right before this.
Okay, let me stop
a
this.
guy wanted us to
Let
pay,
me go back to the email.
and he would take it away, which we did not do. We did not
Let's see.
pay, so we just wrote it out. Even though we're right, but smaller channels don't get the consideration.
Can you put
and
the
the look.
exhibit back on the screen? I
Okay.
think I see exactly what you're talking about. Yes, that's correct. My apologies. That was
Okay.
correct.
Okay, cool beans.
Cool
So
beans.
Mrs. Phillips, once you see it again, look at it and let me know if you have any legal objection.
Can we make it bigger? That's my legal objection. I'd like to be able to read it a little
Yes, this is
more
Exhibit A.
clearly.
That's fine.
Okay, you have no legal objection to me seeing it?
No.
Okay, give me one moment to review it.
Jim, you hang in there, buddy. We got you. We got you. Yeah, that's the whole point. When you are adding commentary, when you're changing it, where you're making something that maybe is not supposed to be funny.
You can continue your testimony.
So
That is
this
fair
exhibit
use.
is the conversation with the defendant suggesting that she would write a letter in exchange for me retracting the video. So YouTube, you'll get 3 copyright strikes and you no longer can be monetized, and you will be demonetized if you are already monetized. So if you have 1 copyright strike or 2 copyright strikes, you still can be on the platform of YouTube being monetized or with the potential of being monetized. So pretty much the defendant reached out to me at this time in 2020, once her channel was removed, and she called my business phone. We had a 3-hour-long in-depth conversation about the matter at hand. And I expressed to her that the content that she took from my platform put me and my family in danger. She violated privacy. It was a lot of harassment that came from it. She spoke a lot of out of term, a lot of personal information, and a lot of breach of privacy. She apologized for this and wanted to rectify the situation. So in Exhibit A, you can actually see the defendant letting me know she wants to move forward with writing a written contract for us to move forward with me retracting the claims so that she can get her channel back. So if you look at Exhibit B.
Okay. So you need to wait one moment and we'll see if we can get Exhibit B up.
So we got a channel with that. We got a
Just let
channel
me know
with a
once you get a chance to
500,000
review it, and
subscribers taking on a channel with 1.5 thousand subscribers.
Okay,
Wow,
ladies,
is
I'm
that
putting it up
true?
now.
This is true. Yeah, thanks to
Damn.
Chris doing all the legwork for us. We appreciate that.
Oh, by the way, this just came in. I don't know if you saw it or not.
Probably not.
We'll discuss this a little bit during members only, but let me show you real quick here. Let's see, wait. Come on. Come on.
Is it me? Is it from me arguing on Facebook?
It is, but it's a good one. It's A&E. A&E accepted your dispute and released their claim on your video. Just so you know.
Yeah. I just went in there. I just went in there and said, look, this is fair use, buddy. Simple as that. And we're winning. We're winning more and more and more. I'm appealing.
I object to this, Your Honor. I don't.
One moment. What is the basis or the reason for your objection?
I guess I just don't feel that it's relevant. I'm not disputing the fact that we had a contract. That's not up for debate. We did have a contract.
Why would you go into a contract with somebody?
So you're saying that it's not relevant? Okay. And Mrs. Anderson, if she is stipulating to the fact that you all had a contract, is there any reason I need to see the contract?
Yes. So Exhibit B shows the conversation further from me and the defendant. And
enjoy your weekend.
Since we've already come to an agreement that we did have a contract, it is imperative for you as a judge to understand what terms we came to with the contract so that you can make an informed decision about what my claims are.
So is she, Mrs. Phillips, what are you stipulating that the contract was concerned?
Did you see this?
I think, and
right
I don't
here?
know if Ms. Anderson has the contract as evidence, but I do. If you want to see the contract to see what the stipulations were, I believe seeing the contract would be more relevant than the conversation, the small talk back and forth. I think if we look at the contract, that will make it clear on what it was about.
Okay. So it is possibly relevant. You just think that that's not the best evidence of what the agreement was.
Exactly.
Okay.
Is there any YouTubers you can go into a
what I'll
contract
do,
with?
Mrs. Anderson, in the interest of time, unless there is a factual dispute as to the terms of the contract, you can use that as evidence to prove that the contract was, that you can use your other evidence to prove the terms of the contract if she is disputing the actual terms. But just for brevity's sake, the only thing I would want to see at this point would be the contract. versus the conversation surrounding the contract. Since she is stipulating that there was an agreement, I don't need to see anything other than the agreement itself.
So, Your Honor, I totally understand, and we can move forward. I do have the contract as evidence. This conversation was really pivotal because the defendant admits guilt for the issues that I had with her. So a lot of her time throughout this case that we've discussed it, she has started to not admit.
I've made a decision. We can I'll reconsider if there's more evidence that comes up. I've already made my decision. So if you want to present the contract, you can. And then
what was the contract
still need
for?
to get
That's what I want to know.
The point of why we are here. So
so that would be
present that contract. You can. Would you like to present the contract as evidence?
Yes, that would be Exhibit E.
Okay, so we can go ahead and show Exhibit E.
Oh, the
I'll go ahead
humanity.
and look at that.
I keep
No
refreshing it, so I'm keeping an eye.
It's loading. Give me 1 second.
Sure.
This is live, but I backed it up a tiny little bit, but I don't know if they saved theirs or not. Hi, Mary.
Mary. Oh, Mary. Written statement.
No, made the decision on what she said she didn't want in there.
Yeah, she's not gonna allow. She's gonna allow it no matter what.
There's the videos, the video titles.
How did? Oh wow!
Yeah, so she brought up a piece.
Is it
of
more than one
evidence
page?
and said, no.
Or is this
That's
the
what she
full
was
contract
referring to.
Hold on, I'm trying to look. I can burn it out.
So she's making her content around that woman.
This is all one page.
Using somebody else, maybe for gains.
That would be like Bud Smoke starting a channel and said, Mikey's neighbor said he went outside in his underwear last week.
So there's Exhibit E and Exhibit E continued. So then both
so that's not
together.
The full contract. Okay.
Creed's neighbor
Ms.
said
Phillips,
it.
do you have a copy of the
smells
contract
like
on just one
ashtray.
page?
Yes, ma'am. Let's see.
Well,
what exhibit would it be?
That's true, though.
So I walked outside my underwear too, so I can't see.
It'll be Exhibit A5.
It was
Okay,
good.
we tried to send them Exhibit
Red
A5.
undies earlier.
Look like shorts.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
I mean, understanding. Yeah, I guess she's trying to do a. I'd have to look at the content, I guess, because I'm kind of torn on that. If she's just using her content,
You said it's Exhibit. Say it again for me. I'm sorry.
The letter A dot and then the number 5.
So I heard that, but I also saw that you kind of labeled them by titles. What is the title that you put on it?
It'll be Exhibit A.
that slut's boyfriend's cheating
Says
on her
Exhibit
with the stripper
A5,
neighbor.
The contract.
So I'm gonna let you know what you put in your subjects. I have a breach of contract. I have loss of wages, internet harassment, exploiting, counterclaim, video evidence, and counterclaim.
Whoa.
Which one
It
is
will
it?
be the contract, the first one.
Get a lot.
Hag, I'm pretty sure he's talking.
So, Judge, this is
It's not
22
happening.
pages.
It's not
Oh, so the contract is 22 pages, Mrs. Anderson?
No,
What
ma'am.
What Miss Phillips uploaded is 22 pages.
Okay, so Ms. Phillips, are you able to give us a little bit more specification about which page to look for?
If you want to look through the pages, Miss Allen, you'll see at the top it'll say Exhibit A5. Each page is labeled. If you just want to maybe
I
tap
hope that
through
Keisha
them.
came prepared because it sounds like LaToya's
Okay,
got.
so I'm going to remove myself.
She's got
so
an
I don't
arsenal.
see, and then let me know once y'all.
Oh, that's
are
a
able
very
to
familiar
get to
looking
the-
letter.
it'll be looks like the next one. This looks like A4. There we go. That's it.
Okay, so Mrs. Anderson, look at whatever is on the
here's
screen. Let me know if that
contract.
looks like it is the actual contract.
Yes.
What
Okay,
did
so
said
I'll look at
contract
that.
allow
Give me
her
one
to
moment
do,
read
though?
through it.
Make
Madam Clerk, can we make it a little bit bigger for me?
videos about her?
It says all the names and it says anyone directly
thanks.
related to Keisha, whether it be good or bad. In exchange, Keisha Anderson has agreed to retract the copyright claims of the following videos. And then so the contract was about, just like you had said,
Mhm.
about the one guy that wanted the monies. This is
Right.
the contract for her to drop the copyrights. After these copyright claims have been retracted, I will immediately delete them from my YouTube channel. I will send video proof of the videos being deleted directly to KEESHA Anderson upon completion. I also confirmed that I will not make a new channel in an effort to make new videos regarding KEESHA Anderson. Regards, LATOYA. So she had, now this is going back to January 7th of 2020.
Okay,
Oh, are you guys listening in court? I didn't know that.
so we can go back from that
Jesus
screen.
She was wanting you to read it.
So I see the contract, and Ms. Anderson, what are you saying?
How was that a
was done in
contract, by the way?
breach of the contract?
So the contract was supposed, after I retracted the claim so that the defendant could get her channel and be potentially monetized again, the agreement was that she was no longer supposed to speak on me, my children, or my children's father on her platform.
I think it's a really quick
and since then, she
turnaround.
has not only
I would say
spoken
less
on us
than
on several occasions,
10
but
days.
she has harassed, slandered, and doxed personal information, which has caused, which I have further along in my evidence, which has caused an extreme amount of loss of wages and an emotional distress roller coaster.
Okay,
that
so
I have
again,
now.
not getting legal conclusions from you or what you think legally occurred. My specific question to you is, what has she specifically done to breach that contract that was just on
it's
the
a very
screen?
weak
So what proof
contract, by the
do you
way.
have, testimony or
Oh.
otherwise, that she has breached that contract that the two of you had?
So she had, okay, I'll present the evidence of her and her going on, because the basis of the contract is for her not to upload any more videos in regard
I
to
don't
me.
need you to explain the contract to me. I
Okay.
read the contract, I make an interpretation of what
I
the
know the
contract
contract too.
means.
We're good.
What
to go.
I need you to do is listen to exactly the question that I ask and answer the question that I ask. So my question to you is, what specific acts did
Really?
she do that is in breach, you believe, of that contract? So you can tell me what she did, or if you have a physical piece of evidence, you can show me what she did. So what did she do? What is the first thing that you believe that she did that was in breach of that agreement?
She continued to upload. So she got her channel back, which the agreement was, and she began to upload videos and content, once again slandering and breaching my privacy, which is Exhibit
Now,
O.
which video do you have showing that she uploaded a video that was in violation of that agreement?
So if you look at Exhibit O, I took screenshots of all of the videos, well, a substantial amount of videos in question that has been uploaded with my name and relevant to me in the portion of the contract on
We
Exhibit
know
O.
that because LATOYA
pull up
agreed
Exhibit
in that
O.
contract.
Ms. Phillips, look at
Basically
Exhibit
saying,
O.
yeah, I've
Let me
talked a lot
know
of
if you have
shit.
any objection to me
Right?
seeing
I mean,
or hearing Exhibit O. Is Exhibit O audio, or is it just something?
I don't know. It's really weird.
Exhibit O, the first
such a
Exhibit
thin
O
line.
is visual Exhibit O, but I do have
Yeah, what
Exhibit
are we
O
suing
audio
for,
so you can
monies?
hear.
Okay,
Of
so
course,
what I'm going to
Damages,
do, Ms.
yeah,
Phillips,
damages.
is I'm going to let the clerk play Exhibit O for you. She's going
'Cause
to
she's
give
done
me a
said she
call
lost
and
a
let me
lot
know
of
whenever you're done
income and this,
listening
that, and the
to
other.
and viewing all of Exhibit
Mama
O.
girl, just in time
And
we
then
get to
you'll
see
let
the
me know
video.
once
It's gonna
that
be
is over if
interesting.
you have any objection to me seeing and hearing Exhibit O. So Madam Clerk, if you can just play that for her and just text me or call me to let me know whenever y'all are done.
Yes, ma'am.
By the way, if you say Lord baby Jesus after swearing, saying Jesus Christ, that's okay.
It's a catch-22.
Look at all these videos.
It's a little, I mean, coming from us, don't take this slandering us. It's a little lazy though to just go after
I see
a
the
person.
exhibit.
Be like
Is
us
there an
making
audio as
videos
well?
about.
Oh, sure,
I
to
don't
get
know.
clout.
Are you ready for the
To
next
get, yeah,
exhibit?
oh, absolutely.
Yes, ma'am.
Going after a bigger channel just to build yourself up.
And people do it every single day. There are channels built on nothing but that.
Yeah.
Miss
It's a little
Anderson, I
lazy.
don't have your other email pulled up to where you have timestamp certain things. Is this a timestamp one or is it just audio?
It's just audio. I've already made the clip smaller, so everything is
Okay.
relevant in it.
Okay, perfect.
True that, Kirdoff.
Is KEESHA's content like makeup tutorials or something, or what exactly? I need to know.
Yeah, remember that one, Jay?
That was a great case. You can go back and watch that.
It's true, Grotto. It's very true. When people got going, you're right.
Oh, a lot of the trouble we've been in is because people are like, I'm gonna report you for blah blah blah. Haters gonna hate. I think that's a Ben Franklin quote, by the way.
You might be right. I saw that on a T-shirt, I thought.
We're really
How
having a hard
not-
time.
How not to make YouTube content? Could you imagine? See, that's the thing. These people like to build up a. There's this thing in people's heads that they have to build it up to a certain part, and then they're going to do whatever their channel's about. Once they get to a certain level, getting there, doing
There's
that
the
shit.
hardest part.
Oh, absolutely. Look at Mikey's brother that came after him. He's a cooking channel, for God's sakes. Get
Yeah.
out of here.
And he come after us hard, real hard.
I think I would imagine. The only reason why I think so, I don't think he does that with everybody. I'm pretty sure he watched the videos.
Oh, he had to have.
Yeah.
He was not happy
Yeah.
at all. He was very, he was, me and him had a couple back and forth, and he was not happy. It wasn't happening. No matter what I said.
I don't really see it that way at all. Us joking.
No.
If we were getting into
If that's the only thing we did, you know.
if we were contacting him and going after
That was the
his
whole thing, right,
people-
Miss Anderson?
I didn't hear anything.
And we're
Really?
using.
Miss
No.
Phillips, did you hear
Oh,
it?
we were supposed to
No.
have seen that video the whole time. We just,
I knew it.
I
And
would like
plus-
to object to that evidence anyway. I don't dispute making
Unfortunately, I don't want to hear that part. I'm just the clerk. I'm just trying to
Oh.
make sure that it play for you all.
Oh, okay.
You said.
Okay, so you guys indicated that you were ready for me to come back.
So, Judge, my dilemma with the audio, it did not play for them
Okay,
on my
for
end.
us.
All right.
that's going to be an issue. Let's see.
Thank you, Flusha.
And I'm trying to see if I can maybe download it to my computer. But then again, I don't know if they allow us to do that. But give me 1 second.
Exactly.
I'm definitely trying my best,
Why-
Judge.
Why
Okay,
wouldn't
so I'll
they?
just go back offline and just let me know, and I'll come back.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you. Sorry
the
about
way
that.
to describe that, when you're going after somebody's clout, you're not just looking at a video and joking around with it. You know, these people are when we say that about using bigger people to grow.
That's
That would be
all
like
they
us.
do.
That would be like us being active over at Law Talk with Mike day in and day out, right?
Mhm.
And trying to get on with him. Why can't we be on with you? You know what I mean? That kind of thing in order to build an audience.
Can you hear anything now?
No.
No,
That's
I
not-
paused it.
You got to play it,
Okay.
honey.
Hold on, let me see if I can start it over to see if you can hear it.
They do need a grotto.
I was going to say,
Say,
you could do this from home, Grotto.
there are so many channels that I watch, and all I hear is Grotto's name. Yeah, thank you so much
Still
for your help
nothing?
earlier, Grotto.
No.
Thanks.
Okay, let me try one more way. So I'm going to unplug my headphones. So if you guys say something, I won't hear it. I'm going to unplug my headphones and see if you guys can hear it then, okay?
Oh,
Okay.
God, Grotto even knows what it is. Let me send you this code there, Judge Neal.
Can you hear it now?
We know cannot. No.
You still didn't hear anything?
Goodness.
What do you do now?
No, I don't hear anything.
Oh
Okay,
my
yeah, that's not
gosh.
gonna work, yeah.
Can you play it on your phone and put your phone up near the microphone?
Yeah,
Because this is an audio clip. It's an audio clip.
Oh, good point.
We don't need to see the audio clip.
No, that would go against so much that we stand for. It's the same thing with we talk a lot about not following all those YouTube trends, not putting up every single thing is us going, that all goes along with that. Growing
Let me see.
organically
This is
is the only way you're going to truly ever make it. Because then you'll be left with a channel with 5,000 subs and 2 people on your lap.
Is it
Keisha
playing?
and Jeremy are sore losers.
Can you hear it
okay?
now?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Perfect. Let me start it over.
Shh.
Okay.
Stay left.
There we go.
Okay.
First of all, happy Easter, everybody. I really hate to come on here and do this on this good Easter Sunday, honey, but Keisha and Jeremy are sore losers, okay? And I'm not saying that they're like losers, but it's just a phrase. Like they are sore losers. They got my video taken down, friend. Can you believe that? Hey, always right. So the Jeremy video with the gas station video. Thank you. Just like y'all look, I got some eggs and I got my chocolate. So that's what I was finna do. So I was like, well, let me come on here and talk to y'all while I do it. Because I just got this email about the video being taken down. So what does she have to do with what? Friend, it's a under a privacy claim. So not a copyright strike, but a privacy claim. So I guess maybe his privacy was technically compromised because he was, I guess, being recorded without his knowledge. Thank you, Eve. But my thing is, friend,
Let me put in a
who
hallelujah
goes
next time she
to
gets a super
those
chat.
lengths?
I hope so.
You know what I'm saying? What's the principle? I think I should dispute it just to get under her skin at this point, because I don't even care. But my thing is, Keisha, you never reached out to me, not one time, and asked me to take the video down. Jeremy not once reached out to me personally and asked me to take the video down.
Okay, this is more of a personal attack, more than any kind
Is
of
there
criticism.
another part, or this is the only one for this one?
That's the only one for this one.
It's not
Okay, perfect. Let me get the
very
judge back.
compelling evidence, if you ask me.
No, it's
At
pretty
all.
bad. She should go with this, Creed. Like that, yeah.
Yeah.
It could be her hallelujah.
Well, Kev, the one did lose her channel though, so that is, or maybe had lost it.
Okay, Mrs. Phillips, now that you've seen or
Well, there
heard
is
the evidence,
some-
do you have any objections to me seeing and hearing the evidence?
I do object. Again, relevance. I do not deny making videos after the agreement was made. There's reasons why, which I'll get to, but I don't dispute that I ever made videos
Unless she lost her
after
channel,
the contract.
then it's not so petty. But it might be petty.
So let me
Got it.
do this just
I'm
so I
pretty
can
sure
make sure
Keisha's
that I
suing her for
understand.
damages.
Well, I probably would need to still hear the videos, even if you're in dispute. You're not disputing the fact that you made them, because that will tell me the degree to which maybe they were impactful. So I'm going to, I do think it's still relevant.
There was a lot of
since
beautiful
she's
skin
alleging damages
over
based
there,
on
not
the videos. So I would need
Not
to know
over
what
here.
is in the
Over
video.
yeah, over there. Beautiful.
In order to assess what damages could have been incurred from the video. So
sounds about
I
right.
will go
Jay. That's
ahead
what I'm
and
getting
see
to
that
here.
evidence then. So Madam Clerk, can you play the video, I guess, first?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh
start it
hell,
over.
here we go.
Thank
Good luck.
you.
Now we got to play video. We only had to play an audio clip earlier.
Maybe a little bit, but that is dependent on if she did. And keep in mind,
Yeah. First of all, happy Easter, everybody. I really hate to come on here and do this
guidelines are
on
a
this
gray
good
area.
Easter Sunday, honey,
Very.
but Keisha and Jeremy are sore losers.
We just heard
okay?
this.
And I'm not saying
Yeah.
that they're like losers.
We just
but
heard
it's just
this.
a phrase.
Can we
Like,
put on the video we're
they-
supposed to be hearing?
They are sore losers. They got my video taken down, friend. Can you believe that? Hey, always right.
Hey,
So
always
the
right.
Jeremy
Good
video
to
with
see
the gas
you.
station video. Thank you. Just like
I
y'all
knew
look,
it was coming.
I got some eggs and I got my chocolate. So that's what I was finna do. So I was like, well, let me come on here and talk to y'all while I do it. Because I just got this email about the video being taken down. So what does Keisha, what does she have to do with what? Friend, it's a under a privacy claim.
Hey, Amber.
So not a copyright strike, but a
Amber.
privacy claim. So I guess maybe his privacy was technically compromised because he was, I guess, being recorded without his knowledge.
Thank you, Eve. But my thing is, friend, who goes to those lengths? You know what I'm saying? What's the principle? I think I should dispute it just to get under her skin at this point, because I don't even care. But my thing is, Keisha, you never reached out.
She's
to me,
acting
not
very
one time
high and
next
mighty,
week
by
to
the
take
way.
the video down. Jeremy not once reached out to me personally.
After she
and
called and
asked me
begged the
take
girl to
video
take away
down.
the strikes. I mean, she should have just backed off of it.
Judge, would you like to see the photo that was attached to the video, the audio as well?
There it is.
Sure.
There it is. That's
Yeah.
the video.
That's the photo. That's the video.
There it is.
It said, "Don't you be talking about me."
I guess something about recording them at a gas station is what I mean. They
Well,
must
somebody's-
live near each other.
All
I
right, if
don't
you're-
know.
Okay.
Video or audio. That
And
somebody
when
didn't
is this
know that they
video
were
and when was this photo
being taped, that's one
allegedly taken?
So these were several videos that she's posted throughout the year after the contract was established. The actual video audio that you just heard was Easter.
When was that? That was Easter of what?
2022.
She posted that Easter of 2022 is what you're alleging?
Correct.
That was
Objection, Your Honor.
What is the basis for your objection?
The date is wrong. I believe that was 21.
So remember, I told you it's not an objection if it's a disagreement with the evidence. It's only about whether something's inadmissible or illegal. She can tell me whatever date she wants to tell me. You
That was
can give me
during
evidence of whatever you want to
filming
give
of
me evidence
Eastbound
on.
and Down.
That's right.
Okay. The screenshot that you have, Miss Anderson, what date was that screenshot taken?
Georgia.
Well, I took this screenshot of these videos, these 7-8 videos, right as I prepared for court. These videos were actually filmed. These were just screenshots from her platform of when it was actually filmed.
My question to you is the picture that you just showed or had us show. When was that picture taken?
If LaToya wins, how long
let
will
me
it take for
see.
the video to go up?
Yeah, right. That gives her.
You know she's recording this right now. She has to be, right? You know they're both recording the court right now. Have to be.
So this
They
was
want-
taken
they want that
November
content.
of 2022.
Okay. Is there any other video or any other picture that you need to show of any damaging videos or pictures that she posted after the agreement date?
Yes. So I need
those were
to
after
show.
the contract. Is that what we're?
Well,
Yeah.
actually, let me just.
I'm
I'm glad
rephrase
she's
that,
laid off the word
because
contract because agreement is way more.
How are you
Yes,
alleging
agreement.
that her posting these videos is damaging to you? How did those videos damage you?
So the
I'm-
audio that we
I'm
just
suing
heard was
Ted,
her pretty
so.
much suggesting that the video in question, which was titled
Gotta use that prepaid legal.
Jeremy is selling drugs. So she put on her platform
Jeremy's
that
selling
my
drugs.
boyfriend was selling
Florida,
drugs. And
baby.
from that video, her supporters reached out to Child Protective Service and they came to my home
Oof,
under the
oof, oof.
inception with her video and
See, that's
as
real
their
shit.
evidence.
That's
of
real life.
Right. My boyfriend was selling drugs. The claim was 100% false. She knew it was false and she posted it anyways after the contract, knowing that she's already made disputable evidence with CPS involvement before, which I do have other evidence of she making a claim that I broke
That's
my
pretty
daughter's
low if
arm.
that's the
CPS came
case.
for that. And she makes just a lot of cavalier statements in her content and she knows the
Okay, so again, that the one video that we heard in Exhibit O, you're saying that somebody came and investigated. That's not damaging to you. That's damaging to somebody else that you are related to. So were there any damages directly related to you from the posting of video O?
Yes. So the actual contract is for me, my children, as well as Jeremy.
I didn't ask you that.
Okay, the damages to me.
No. My question is, the only piece of evidence I've looked at this far has been Exhibit O. And what she posted from Exhibit O, how was that directly impactful to either you or to a minor that you are responsible for?
So when CPS came
think
to my
that's
home, the claims
impactful.
were that we were selling drugs in our home. I, as the mother,
KEESHA's
was
way
allowing my
hotter.
boyfriend to sell
Way,
these
way
drugs
hotter.
in our home and have our children around drugs.
Way
So they needed to get, they needed, of course, to search. And well, they didn't actually search the home. They just said that the people suggested that we search the home because there was a YouTube video that surfaced saying that my boyfriend was just caught out dealing drugs, and she admits in the video that it was a breach of privacy because he was being illegally recorded without his knowledge. And she
Again, I'm not asking all of that.
I'm kind of
going off
surprised
on
that the judge is making her
My
explain it.
question
Having CPS
is
come to
to
your
you.
house is a
They
That's a
came
pretty
to
big
your
one.
home,
Yeah.
and CPS came to your home. When did CPS come to your home?
for this particular video, they made the call the day after her video was made.
So the CPS came to your home or called you the day after that video.
That's kind of
correct.
crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty
Let me get the
crazy.
actual
no.
date.
See, now we're getting into some
This
parts
is
of this that doesn't make it
Easter,
such a
April,
that's some
mean,
serious.
It
shit.
went from being kind of petty to
21.
now she's making
They
videos,
came-
which
I
and
actually
then
have-
probably
They came so
encouraging
many
her
times in our video.
people
Sorry, my
to
apologies.
call and make these
Trying to get
claims.
that one
It's one
different.
thing if online you got people going after each other talking crap. That's one thing.
This is a fake world, believe it or not.
If you
This
don't
is
mind,
all fake.
can I have a moment to actually look up the correct date?
But then when you
Yes,
got
you'll need to give me the
Okay.
correct.
and then you got a judge saying, well, who was affected by that? I'd say I very easily says, this isn't a home where we deal with stuff like that typically. Yeah.
Your Honor, may I ask a
neighbors,
question?
No.
This is pretty cool. So Judge Neal, we've dealt with, we've had
many
on
times.
many times. And you guys know the real long, where the pews are and they stand at the little thing there in Georgia, with Niner and all that. We've never seen her in a court setting outside of a magistrate kind of,
Yeah.
So this is interesting. And I like to see that her attitude, her whole way about her basically is no different with dealing with them as it is dealing with these.
You got to put the foot down on them.
Yeah.
Beautiful hair.
This is an interesting case, and I can understand why a
Wanna
lot
check
of you
my
said,
phone
that
record?
this is a bunch of BS.
Wonder if you can still
When you start getting into this
see,
kind of thing, then
checking
you
my
start
phone.
seeing where
record because I submitted the evidence.
What
but I
what you
have
can
several
say online
CPS statements.
has real world implications.
right. That's it's like
Then-
the what do they call that? The third wall or whatever they call that. in
Breaking the
video.
fourth wall. Yeah.
Fourth wall. Yeah, that's kind of where we're at with that. I think we're going to see some more. I do.
I mean, if you're making videos saying somebody is just committing any kind of crime, and then it's taken seriously by people who view it, it's going to have real world implications.
It's a good point. You do have to at some point. You do need to connect that.
That was made.
It could just be her calling Child Protective Services at the end of the
That
day,
means this was-
allegedly. These people like to sue, so I'm going to be using allegedly a lot.
I also think that it's very easy if you get wrapped up in a lot of drama and you're saying stuff about somebody else. It's very easy to not think about the real world.
And Madam Clerk, do we have anyone waiting for the 2:00 calendar yet?
By the way,
Yes,
Keisha's
ma'am,
got
we
that
do.
really good streamer
Okay.
camera too.
Let's go ahead and get them in while we are waiting for them to get their evidence together. And
Yes, ma'am.
the people from the 1:00, they're just still talking, I'm assuming, in the breakout.
You know what, Judge? I'm not sure if they're still talking or done talking. I didn't go in to check on them.
This poor
Let's
girl
go
is
check
having
on
a
them
time
first just to
today.
make sure that they have the ability to get out.
So
Yes, ma'am.
And make sure that they're still talking. And then
I
once
think
we
it
check
flipped
on them
the
and get an
count.
update from them, then
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and go get the 2:00 people in.
Yes, ma'am. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Sure. Thank you.
Well, I think a lot of you in the chat have looked it up, and it looks like that is true. That basically her entire thing is built on going after.
Your Honor.
Which
One
is stupid.
moment.
Okay.
Is that is that her husband, Terrell Anderson?
Where is Terrell? Terrell.
Keisha and Terrell are together. They both got the same last name.
Does Marsha and Terrell live in the Villages by any chance? Because
Well, he's been running earlier. He's got his compression shirt on. But yeah, when you start making like crazy accusations, you build your entire online footprint on chasing one person and just trying to tear them down the entire time. That's all you're doing.
What's his name there?
Okay, so
My
I do
friend
see
all the
that
time,
the
you know.
participants are back. Attorney Nelson, were y'all still needing to discuss some
From
more?
Rhode Island.
No, Your Honor, we were actually able to reach a settlement agreement. I'm actually going to draw up a formal settlement agreement for the parties. They're going to sign it, and once they do, I'll file a dismissal with the court.
Perfect. Let's see. Today is November 28th to
There's
18th.
some real life
Well,
stuff. Is that
do we have space, Madam Clerk, on my December reset calendar? I think it's December 8th, perhaps.
Give me 2 seconds, Judge. My
Hey, Nate.
computer is actually freezing up from so much going on right now, but I am going to check December 8th.
Poor girl.
Correct?
I believe that's my catch-all.
Her computer's
calendar,
freezing
yes.
up. She's
But
having
one-
a hard time.
Virtual, correct?
Yes.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'm so sorry about that.
And let me ask this of Ms. Nelson, Attorney Nelson, do you believe that you're able to get that written up and get it back signed to me before December 8th?
Well before December 8th, Your Honor.
Okay, perfect. So Mr. Anderson, I will need you to go ahead and sign that agreement as soon as Attorney Nelson sends it to you so that she can get it back to me. I'm just going to put you guys down on my December 8th calendar at 1 p.m. because I'm 100% sure it sounds like I'm not going to need to see all of you on that date. But that way I just keep track of the cases and make sure nothing's falling through the cracks.
You're right.
So I will put it on
Good.
December 8th for a hearing
Has been
on
called out
damages
about it
amount.
a lot.
So if for some reason you don't sign the agreement and then you don't show up on December 8th, I would allow the attorney to present evidence of what she believes the damages should be in the case. And I would award damages
Enjoy.
if you were not present
Dig
to
in.
testify against said damages. But if y'all go ahead and get that agreement signed, I will go ahead and sign that instead of having that hearing on December 8th. But I'm just putting it down for December 8th so that there is no issue and damages are established.
Check something really quick.
That's all right. We're not going anywhere. Everybody just hang in there. I keep checking on Judge Manning, but I mean, I don't want to leave this now. I'm too invested.
Right.
She isn't back anyways. She's taking a hell of a lunch. She's been on lunch for almost 2 hours now. She's long line at Chipotle.
Oh, sorry. It was
And
May
what-
7th,
May
May 7th, 2021.
Okay, one moment.
Yeah, this is
Okay, so you said on May
Voice
7th,
note.
2021, CPS called to investigate. And what did CPS specifically say that they were investigating you for?
They were investigating me for allowing my boyfriend to sell drugs in our home and be negligent to our children, to allow them to be around drugs, and also
2 hours and 9 minutes.
not feed them and things of that nature, due to the conduct of me continuing to try to support my boyfriend's drug habit.
Man, that's
Okay, and when you said that was May 7th, 2021. So she posted the video on her page on May 6th, 2021.
On Easter, around Easter. So that was around May 1st, 2021. I believe that was Easter. So a few days later is when Child Protective Service, well, they contacted my mom first.
I feel bad for
May
KEESHA.
4th.
I'm not gonna lie.
But I didn't.
I'm on her.
They didn't contact me
on
until
her
May 7th.
bandwagon for the moment.
Yeah. Right now, I'm swayed to her side for
Okay,
sure.
and that was the
now.
video we just saw, video O.
Yes.
What do you guys think so far? Who
Madam
are you?
Clerk, do you mind
Are
playing
you on
video
Team
O for me
KEESHA
one
or
more
Team
time?
LATOYA right now? Say it in the chat.
Yes, ma'am. Give me 1 second, Judge. I just need to reload it, re-download it.
Of course.
I'm
of
actually
course.
Team Court
Poor
Reporter. The poor girl.
She needs 3 margaritas after this. She is working her ass off and getting nowhere.
And she's dealing with people in the back end also, not just with this case. She's
Oh,
dealing
yeah.
with all that.
All the breakout room,
Although-
people sitting back there.
Got to give Judge Neal some credit. In the middle of this, while she had a little bit of a break, she popped up and brought on two other people and got their stuff taken care of. I
So
like
they weren't sitting and waiting around. Yeah, which we've seen that done in other courtrooms, but good for her. Good for her.
Team Keisha, Louds all over Keisha.
First of all, happy Easter, everybody. I really hate to come on here and do this.
How many times are we
on
gonna
this
listen to
good Easter
this?
Sunday,
One.
honey, but Keisha
They're
and
sore
Jeremy are
losers.
sore losers.
I'm not
okay?
saying they're losers.
And I'm not saying that they're like losers, but it's just a phrase. Like
A turn of phrase.
they are sore losers. They got my video taken down, friend. Can you believe that? Hey, always right. So the Jeremy video, the gas station video. Thank you.
All right, so if it's a gas station video she made,
I got my chocolate, so that's what I was finna do. So I was like, well, let me come on here and talk to y'all while I do it, because I just got this email about the video being
this is the
taken down.
third
There might be
time.
So
swaying
what
here.
is Keisha-
There could
what
be.
she have to do with what?
Soon.
Friend, they did. It's a under a privacy claim. So not a copyright strike, but a privacy claim. So I guess maybe his privacy was technically compromised because he was, I guess, being recorded without his knowledge. Thank you, Eve. But my thing is, friend, who goes to those lengths? You know what I'm saying?
Just
It's
audio.
the principle. I think I should dispute it just to get under her skin at this point, because I don't even care. But my thing is, Keisha, you never reached out to me, not one time, and asked me to take the video down.
She shouldn't
Jeremy,
have
not
to.
once,
I mean
reached
that.
out to me
I mean,
personally
I
and asked me to
ask
take
people
the
to
video
do
down.
that, but I mean, if she's already talked to you before, can
That's
we
the
stop
third-
playing this one?
It's the third time, right? That we've heard
Yeah.
that.
Wasn't the judge said?
So do you have
this
any
again?
proof of what video she's referencing in that clip, Miss Anderson, or what did CPS tell you that they viewed? Because what I just heard in that clip doesn't reference anything.
Yeah,
So
nothing to do with
what did
Yes.
CPS say that they specifically saw?
Well, the video was removed off the platform due to privacy. So YouTube actually investigated the video and decided that it was a breach of privacy. CPS, they viewed.
Listen to what I'm asking.
Mm.
What did CPS tell you that they heard or that they saw that made them investigate you?
I wish we had a meter.
What did they
go,
allege?
like one on one side.
They
If
alleged
something
that
dumb is said,
someone
we can
had
just
sent
push
them
it a little
a
more.
clip from a YouTube content creator, which was Toya, with her giving evidence to them that my boyfriend was selling drugs out in the street. And from that video,
Where is
they
that?
further concluded he's bringing them
Where
to
is
the
that
home.
video?
and
Why do
that
we not have
I'm
that
allowing
video?
him to bring them into the home, and we're being negligent to our kids. So that was the video that they received, and then they reached out to me
Yes.
specifically about the video in
Soft
question
swings.
and about the claims that were being made about the
What
drugs.
proof do you have that whatever video that she's referencing in her Easter message depicted him selling drugs or alleged that he was selling drugs? What proof do you have of that?
The title of the video in itself was about him selling the drugs. That was the first bearing of proof from her. Let me see if I can get the video.
Why are we disputing?
You mean
that?
the screen? You want the screenshot of the video title?
What
Or
the
you
video?
need
It's
context.
The video doesn't
Video
exist
title,
anymore.
Whatever evidence you have that proves that she posted something that alleged that your boyfriend was selling drugs, or if you have the video itself.
I could.
Okay.
You
now,
on
as far as
drugs?
now, I
If she's
so
in court, couldn't she say to
in
YouTube, I
Exhibit
need a
O,
copy of that?
the 8 videos that I had submitted, they were all kind of like small videos. I don't
When
know if
it's
you could
gone,
see.
though, you know, it's gone.
Because like I said, it was
Is it
hard to
though?
go back and get that specific video
gone
proof
though?
For
because
what
YouTube
they
removed
say
it.
it is.
I don't think
And
if I
don't
so I
tell
don't
me
have.
you don't have, because that's a lot of words. I don't need to hear all the extra
Okay.
words. Specifically, do you have any proof of video, picture, or otherwise that she posted a video that says
Because in
that
other words,
your boyfriend was selling drugs out of the home?
you ain't gotta.
It was an
stand on.
Exhibit O with the small pictures. Let me
Okay,
see if I
so let me have.
Is there anything in
look for
writing
something
from
else while we have the Exhibit
CPS?
O
And the
replaced on the
title
screen. Madam Clerk,
Okay.
can you picture
has
back
to
up?
have, he's out selling drugs, y'all.
Mhm.
let me
Otherwise,
see.
What we got there?
Oh,
Okay, so you have anything other than O? I don't see anything in
This
O
is
that
it?
references drugs.
This is your
But do
proof?
you have anything other than what you've already shown me in Exhibit O?
So I made a separate exhibit for a different video in question, which was exhibit U, continue. That's a more clear visual of the thumbnail in question. Well, not that this is not the specific thumbnail in question. This is just another video that goes against my privacy. This is exhibit
right now I'm just only talking about what happened
that doesn't
with
matter.
CPS on May 7th, 2021, and their allegations about drug sales. Do you have any other videos or any other pictures that prove that
I agree with whoever said in the chat
posted
too.
something about your boyfriend selling drugs?
Even just paperwork
and you
CPS
supporting
being
them?
there would be a good start.
Okay, I do have some more. Okay, hold on. Let me go to which exhibit number it is. I mean, letter it is.
Sway a little bit, you know.
One moment, Your Honor.
Hard a little bit here.
I mean, she really needs this evidence. Really does. I mean, CPS, all they do is fill out paperwork. So there's tons of paperwork. Who's this?
Who's that?
Miss Lumpkin.
Okay, it looks like it's exhibit.
Ms. Lumpkin started a channel about how she hates LaToya.
Mama Gill, if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and we will try to. I know this stuff does get.
Mr. Transmission Shop is here, by the way. Special appearance.
When Judge Neal started this, there wasn't a little thing up there that said, paid promotions.
Yeah. Damn it.
Free advertising for Mr. Transmission.
LaToya feels like she's winning right now, by the way. You just look at her face.
Well, this is falling apart. She has zero. KEESHA has zero proof about any of the CPS stuff at the moment, other than a screenshot.
If she's producing content that's slandering you, invading your privacy, having the law come to your house, CPS, whatever, you've got to prove that. You can't just say she did it. Obviously,
Okay,
I'm
so
thinking
if
she
you go
probably
to
did, but
W final. This is a public post that
I don't need you to explain what it is.
exhibit W final.
Okay, so exhibit W is another proof of
See you
it.
for
Okay,
Florida Friday,
so
loud.
what I'm going to do,
Yeah.
Madam Clerk, if you can show exhibit W, and then before you do that, was there a resolution, Ms. Lumpkin, in your case? All I need is a yes or no.
Can you ask the question again?
Speaking to Ms. Lumpkin.
Oh.
Ms. Lumpkin, were y'all able to reach a resolution?
with Mr. Transmission,
Okay, it looks like you are still muted.
Might be muted, Miss Lumpkin. Just FYI.
maybe she's muted.
We was not.
Okay, thank you.
Fuzzy Lumpkins, yeah, from
What we'll do now is I'm going to
Powerpuff
remove
Girls.
myself from the courtroom so that they can exhibit W, I believe it was. So Madam, Mrs. Phillips.
I don't understand why
you'll need
she's
to
gotta
do the same thing
remove
that you've already
herself.
done. Once you've reviewed
every
it,
time.
look at
Hey,
it,
D.
listen to it, whatever is visual, audio, I don't know what it is. Look at it, view it, let my clerk know if you have any objection. Don't tell her what the objection is. She doesn't need to know that. Just let her know if you have any objections so that she can call me back into the courtroom. Okay? Okay, thank you.
It better not be same damn thing. Okay.
Yeah, Erica, I totally, I think you're right about that. There wouldn't be like, hey, somebody snitched on you in the paperwork, but I'm saying she has zero, any
proof. No proof that that was even the reason they came. If they came, I need something concrete. What's that say, Creed?
From Toya Talk. It's been 5+ days, and yet people are still dragging the same video. But just to be clear, not only did the person who sent the video explain what was going on, after I watched and listened, I came to the same conclusion. Now, if by chance we both misinterpreted what we've seen and heard them, let Jeremy speak for himself and clarify. But to say I lied in the video is a reach. Where was the energy with the pics of him and Sarah? Can we get clarification on that too?
Man, she is so involved in their lives. My
this
God.
is a lot. Or should we just let it go? And then it says, hey, what is it? My friends went to Atlanta for the weekend, and I look at her story, and Jeremy is at a car, and she's talking about her new piece. We from DC, so that just means he, her new man. And
I don't have
someone
any
she's
objections.
Talking to.
Maybe
In the
they're
video,
like,
he's trying to sell her friends weed.
maybe and down there they're about the new piece. Maybe they're into swinging, soft swingings, as we heard earlier. Again,
Yeah,
what
it's
is
not-
that? Yeah, that proof is terrible. This is
Yeah.
really bad stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I can conjure up a message very quickly saying that I saw Mikey doing X.
Okay, so I understand that there are no
Okay, right? I
objections.
mean,
So if I can see the evidence, whatever it is, I will look at it now.
That's why we're doing it twice. It's exhibited and then it's shown to her. Because she just asked, all right, now that it's been up, now let me see it. Why is that? I mean, I'm sure there's a reason.
Thank you,
Again,
Mikey Mike. We already saw it 3 times. Her Easter, she had chocolate. She got 3 real quick hallelujahs.
I mean, it's, you know, again,
just not enough proof about the CPS thing or the reason why the CPS thing happened.
and she's claiming loss of income. So now we're going to have to really prove that. Where's that going to come in? YouTube, or she lose a brand endorsement or something that we're going to hear. And believe it or not, yeah, I'm sure she does make a good living on that. 500,000 subscribers. You can really, you know, get those endorsement
right?
deals. Yeah.
And LaToya's got 2. One is 1.5 and one is 5K, I believe.
Yeah.
What if we understand that right?
So, I mean, when you're at that level, once you get to 100,000 subscribers, you can then start really making good money on paid promotions and things like that, brand endorsement. So,
you're absolutely right, Michael. Thank you. Yes. Okay. All right. So the judge is out of it. They can look at it if they object to it. Now the judge is reading it. Thank you. So many moving parts and pieces. So the judge removes herself from the first time and has nothing to do with it. So if anybody objects to it, she did. Okay. It's everybody follow that. Thank you, by the way, Michael. Glad you're
again, we're not lawyers. We're strictly reacting and commenting just like you would.
We are learning as we go.
Thank you, Michael. That was very good stuff.
Appreciate that.
Did somebody just pop the top on a cold one?
Well, did you throw away the rest of that ginger beer that you had yesterday?
I did throw it out. I mean, it was non-alcoholic. I mean, I was drinking it just for the ginger to calm my stomach.
Yeah, I'm sure they got people worked up. Listen, even if you got 100 people around you could get going. A lot of people like drama.
Okay. Is there? I've seen this piece of evidence now. Is there any other evidence that you have, screenshot, video, or otherwise, regarding anything that CPS told you caused them to investigate you?
No,
Yeah,
no other evidence about this, but not in reference to this particular video. Another video, but not this particular one.
Okay. So again, was there anything
Gary?
else that CPS mentioned other than what you've shown me in video O and Exhibit W that they allege they used to justify investigating you?
They said it was a serial amount of times that the claim kept coming in because they had already screened my account previously due to the false claims coming in. And they said this was an excessive one, saying that there's proof from this video, an excessive amount of time. So they decided to come in due to the excessive amount of people or
good
calls that they were getting in reference to this particular video. of him doing drugs or dealing with drugs and stuff like that.
Hey, one time
So
Michael
you do not
Malloy
have the actual videos that you're
got drunk
alleging
online
that they reference to utilize to come and see you.
and
No, I don't.
somebody
YouTube
in the
removed it.
chat sent the law to his house. So, I mean, that does happen. And Michael Malloy is a very small channel.
Did you actually view the videos yourself?
Yes, I did. I reviewed it as soon as it went up. Hundreds of people were messaging me, and I did view the video.
And you keep giving me extra answers that I'm not asking you the questions for. I need you to listen to my question and only answer what I ask. What did you see or hear in the video? I don't want you paraphrasing, but what was actually said in the video that you saw?
So someone was sneakingly recording my boyfriend. He was at a gas station, and there was some girls from out of town. And it was a sports weekend. I can't remember what sport event it was. They were asking for directions or something like that. And he told them he didn't have the directions for it. And then he was just like, what else do y'all need? And that was the end of it. There was no mention of drugs. They just speculated.
I didn't ask you what did or did not happen in the video. I said, I just asked what you saw in the video. So the only thing you saw in the video was your significant other talking to some women that indicated that they were from out of town.
And they said to like the video
for All-Star Weekend. It was All-Star Weekend, and they were asking him for directions at a gas station. And that was all that was in the video.
Okay. And that is the video that you said that CPS came to see you about?
Yes.
Was there any other video that you saw that she posted?
Well, it wasn't more specifically that video that triggered them. It was her allegations that followed her showing the video. Her allegations was blatantly stating that he was dealing drugs and selling drugs. And the commentary under that video of the live was saying, oh, they've been doing these drugs, and just the conversation of drugs. But that's what they got from the video that she had showed, that she said someone sent her in the video. But that
say specifically say orally or in written format that she said
too much
regarding the drug sales? What did she actually say?
So in her community post that I just showed, Exhibit W Final, she co-signed saying that she know what she saw and heard and interpreted, so she doesn't have a reason to lie. So she's pretty much suggesting that from the video, she
interpret it for
look
me.
at all the faces she's making.
Say that you saw. So did she make any other posts other than the one that you showed me in video O or Exhibit
She makes more faces than I do.
No, just the video and the follow-up live video after her video was removed from privacy.
What's wrong with her one eye?
Again, you've not told me if she specifically, you've not given me any evidence that she said that he was selling drugs at this point. The only thing
she said that's what she said in her video. I heard her say when I watched the video,
no,
she
do not.
Said that's what type of transactional deal was going on in the video.
And I'm gonna try one more time, Ms. Anderson. I don't know if I'm unclear or if you're just having difficulty understanding. So I don't know which of the two it is. I'm gonna try to be as concise as I possibly can and be as clear as I possibly can. My specific question to you is, did she exactly say regarding him allegedly selling drugs that you heard in a video or in a blog or otherwise? What exactly did she say? Her, not comments on her page, but
here we go. This is where the rubber's going to meet the road right here.
Commenting underneath her comments. What were her comments that she either wrote on the page or the comments that came out of her mouth that you heard regarding him selling drugs?
The defendant said in the video that he was selling drugs.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. Did she go into any more detail, or did she just say he was selling drugs?
The detail that she elaborated was that he was always dealing with drugs, and his mannerisms outside of that video on a regular basis of someone who's always doing drugs. He's always high. He's always on drugs. He's always dealing with drugs. And just the topic of conversation about him being on drugs and dealing with drugs and now trying to offer drugs to these women who were at the gas station. So her comments directly was that she believed, or she definitively said that she saw that the conversation being about a drug exchange. And then she brought me into the court. She brought me. So
I
how
think
I
Judge
also
Neal
come
let
into
this
play
go on way
is because
long.
she goes on to bring me as an extension of this, saying
I
that
think
I
she's
allowed
trying to
this.
get
I
something
always allowed
established.
this,
We've established
and
really
I
nothing.
need to pretty much get him under control before something happens
At
to
some
our
point, you gotta
children.
say,
This
sorry.
is unsafe for our children.
Yeah.
Things of that nature about, you know, our children being in harm's way and me being negligent to allow him to be out in the streets selling drugs or trying to sell drugs and being on drugs.
100%.
That's what I heard the
I
defendant
mean,
say
it's all hearsay
from that
basically.
particular video.
Okay, so just so I can be clear, you are alleging
don't
that
have
she said in a
Yeah,
video
without the
that
video,
your boyfriend is always dealing drugs and offering drugs and hiding drug use, and she saw the conversation as being about drugs, and that you are negligent for allowing him to be on drugs and sell drugs around your
Yes.
children.
Yes, Your Honor.
Those are the words that came out of her mouth on a
Yes, Your
video.
Honor.
Again, you keep saying yes, and I haven't finished talking.
damn.
So those are the words that you actually heard come out of her mouth on a video,
Yes, Your Honor.
and you don't have that video any longer.
No, Your Honor.
Did you tell Wingman? Go back and watch some of the OG shows.
Yeah, watch some of
Is
the
there
really old
anything
stuff.
else that she said that you overheard her
In the
say, or
playlist,
that she wrote
OG show.
on a post that you read regarding the drug issue?
Let me check one more time with the drug.
I'm thinking this is the
I don't
biggest thing that
believe-
she's got in this case. Maybe this is like that's why she's trying so hard. It's maybe all that she's got.
Oh, it all hinges on that. It really
It's very-
does.
They can't. So they got rid of her channel. When you get rid of a channel after those 3 big strikes, it all goes bye-bye. So if nobody screenshotted or recorded it or saved it, it's gone
No,
along
Your
with the
Honor.
channel.
Okay. And when
Right?
did she make the post? What month or day, if you know the day, did she make the post alleging that you're being negligent?
This was.
I
I don't have the
think
exact
so,
date,
Hector.
Your
I think that
Honor.
was
I just
me.
know it was within
Yeah.
a day or two. Well, it says on the post that it was 5. The post that I'm showing, it says that was 5 days after the video was made.
All right.
So this was sometime in May of 2020.
Hate to say it, swaying back
one,
to
you're
LaToya
alleging-
Yes.
here a little bit.
Yes.
Okay.
Simply
Was
because
it
there's just
one post or one live video?
very
How
little
did she,
evidence.
Yeah, not that
express
she's
these
right. Not
comments?
that LaToya's right in what she did.
This that I have already entered into evidence is one post. There were several, but I already had so many. I had evidence
So
for
you
other
allege
videos.
that you saw a video of her saying that she came to the same conclusion and that he was talking about dealing drugs, etc. Was that all one video, or was that multiple videos that you saw that she made?
That was one video that she made, and then the audio that we just heard was the follow-up after the video was removed. So in total, it was 2.
Okay, so you're saying there were 2 separate videos
Judge
sometime in
Manning's
May
still
of
not back.
2021 where she made these statements.
Long lunch.
Yes.
That was a 2-hour and 9-minute thing.
Oof.
I get it.
Oofa.
Your
Wait,
Honor.
whose channel got taken down? Because there is some confusing parts. It was LaToya's taken down. LaToya's channel was taken down.
Yeah.
It's
But once she
LaToya's video.
retracted about the videos,
Other than
KEESHA,
the video,
then it
of
allowed it to come
Exhibit
back, and then she
W,
started posting these
and
other
what you just
videos
told
about
me
the drugs
what
and things
she-
like
you
that.
heard her say in the video.
able to
Was
get
there
the video
anything else that she said or did that caused you actual damages?
There it
Yeah.
is.
So
Where's
before
the
I get into the
damages?
next video, I want to enter in a message from my manager during the time of this going
YouTube
on.
manager, by the way.
I'm not going to hear from someone that's not here to testify their words. So I wouldn't allow that in. Let me ask.
And I
this
can
more
guarantee you they would
specifically
not
again.
come to court for
My
you.
question to you is, did she
nothing.
make any other videos that caused you direct harm?
So I lost a brand deal
With?
shortly after her plethora of videos that I entered into for Exhibit O. Those 8 videos that we saw plus more. It was about 16 total. But I only showed those 4 because those 8 because that's all
Yes,
I
but
had.
to
Some
a
of them
point,
she's
that's
privated and
fine.
removed, so I don't
There's
have
nothing wrong
access
with
to those. So I have evidence showing the damages definitively of an actual brand deal that I lost due to the video content that she put on her platform.
How much?
Do you have anything from that person saying that they pulled out of offering you employment due to the post that she made?
Yes.
Where's that?
Where is it?
And in what format is that?
Text format.
Okay.
That have the brand. My manager deals directly with the brands.
Hear it yet?
She don't have
what exhibits is that going to be?
The manager
That
gets
is exhibit.
your YouTube manager gets you the deals,
Exhibit X.
Creed.
Okay. So Mrs. Phillips, what I'm going
No
to
work.
do is have the clerk put up Exhibit X. You will review Exhibit X and let me know if you have any objection to me seeing whatever is in Exhibit X.
No, thank you.
So I'm going to excuse myself again, and Madam Clerk, just email me, just in case it's something.
Is this going to be
audio, but I
more
think it's,
non-proof,
just visual. So
or
I'm
is it
gonna
going to
leave
be?
the courtroom and leave my audio on, so you can just let me know.
It better be a
yell at me,
home
let me
run.
know already for me.
It better be a home run. This is last ditch effort.
Yeah, after what we've done, Judge Neal is being very
Strictly X, not continued or final, just strictly X, right?
Yes, I don't know if all of it goes together, but I guess I have to enter it individually, I'm assuming.
JJ.
You know what? I don't know. We're going to start with X and I'll let the judge decide.
Okay.
Baby, we gonna start with X. Is that all
Exactly.
right with y'all?
Grotto, that's exactly what I was thinking too.
Let me double check too. In X, it says that it's from branding manager. Is that the right thing?
Yes.
Wait 1 second. I'm about to share.
Brand management coming up. Let's see who she was lost the deal with. I'm very interested in that part and how much she was going to make.
Keeps. Oh God. Hi, KEESHA. My apologies. This is taking a toll on your mental health. I completely understand with all of the scandals that have happened over the past 6 months, how frustrating it must be.
Scandals.
Yes, Scentbird was aware of the scandal and initially pulled out of working with you. Okay, slam dunk. They stated they wanted to keep the relationship with you and they would circle back and give this partnership a second chance. Typically, when brands feel an influencer's brand may be problematic for them, they don't circle back. Yet they did because they liked working with you previously, in the same way that Team I is now circling back.
Okay, so Scentbird is a monthly perfume subscription service.
With that said, we both knew and have extensively discussed that it seems like there is a coordinated attack where people are contacting the brands you work with due to the continuous drama with D, Paris, and Toya talk.
Wow.
You're being the center of all of it.
Wow.
All right.
Okay, I hear an objection.
But that's not a complete.
Okay, so what is the basis of your objection?
Just the authenticity of the document. It doesn't have a date on it, and so it's
could have been yesterday.
Dates are important. So I would be curious to know when this was sent.
How is that important?
Hey, Gatorade guy.
So Mrs. Anderson,
I actually do have a date.
Okay. The question would be, she's questioning the authenticity of the document. And this is not something that you prepared. This is something that someone else prepared. Are you able to have them testify? Is there a reason that you don't have them here to testify and explain their rationale versus showing a letter that they wrote
to anybody?
Well, I actually do have a date. So X is actually 3 parts. So the last part, I made sure to scroll back up to the date so that you can see when this actually was drafted.
But
so if she's worried about a date, I
Mikey
can have
is
that. But they can't
manager
testify if
or something,
necessary.
And
I'm gonna see if she still has the same objection as to authenticity or any other reason why I shouldn't be able to see whatever you have.
I will
and then
be
we'll
RD.
come back to it. So, Madam Clerk, can you? I think we're at X. I believe we're at. Can we go through? There are apparently multiple parts to Exhibit X. Can we go through all of them? And then y'all just let me know
I don't know how you can really come back and be like
verbally or orally what if there's an objection, so I can come back.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and why
Thanks.
he should not talk them into just a very even a video statement from them, right? Wouldn't that be if you get like a video statement from the brand manager? I would think you'd very easily be able to do that. And I could be wrong. Don't forget Florida Friday coming up on We Gotta Chase today, and then of course members only at 6 East.
That she had, and I think she knows
So
that.
I'm not, that doesn't,
Okay.
the objection, you have to, is there a legal reason other than authenticity that I should not be able to see
It's true.
what's in these videos? Not that you disagree with her conclusion about why she was, whatever occurred.
Okay.
For
Especially
any
after the
legal
evidence
reason
she
that I should
presented
not
early
be
on.
able to see what's in whatever you just saw.
No, there's no legal reason.
Okay, so you also, you're withdrawing the authenticity claim that there is not authentic.
Yeah, it does look authentic now that I've seen all parts.
Okay, so you don't believe that there's any legal reason why I should not be able to see this? Okay, all right, so Madam Clerk, let me see whatever was on the screen.
This double overtime for We Got a Case today. Oh, there's a part we haven't seen yet.
Judge, let me know when you're ready for the next one, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Carolina
Thank you.
from Tam or Tatum. KEESHA had 502K followers and $1,500 was the rate when she collaborated with Scentbird. We can test her again for a max of $2,000, but I can propose to you.
Okay, you can go to the next page.
One thing making a double deal, so get a $4,000 deal. Isn't that good though? After going back and forth, the highest I could get them to agree is $2,450 per brand for a total of $4,900. Now, me personally want to tell you to walk away from them, both contracts, but this is the agency that I want to replace Ben Group for the meanwhile. While we work on landing more partnerships that are 6,000 to 10,000 range.
Okay, you can go to the next page. Thank you.
2,500 for LG stores or for IG stores. It's taking a toll on your mental health. All right, we've already seen that one. That said, we both knew. That said, we both extensively discussed that it seems there is a coordinated attack. Yeah, we've already seen that one. All right. That's some pretty good money, huh? We should be whoring ourselves out to Manscaped, I guess. she needs allegedly is a drug dealer, remember? Yeah, this is it. This is it, Flusha.
Okay.
But it sounds like she's going to get the deals, though. It doesn't sound like it's just she's cut off completely, though.
Okay. Is there anything else that you, any other
Nothing, Hector.
proof that you have that she
A little bit from
was
Ad Rev, and that's it.
responsible for
And you
you
guys, of
losing whatever deal that you just had in those exhibits?
Well, I only wanted to introduce evidence that had her name specifically attached to it. So that's why the damages I sought out was only based off of what I could actually prove. Because like my manager, if you look at the evidence, this was taking place over a total of 6 months at that point. So there was a lot of things going on. So this specific brand deal pulled out because of that. So this was the evidence that I have to show damages in this regard.
If anything, they're talking about more and more money.
So I'm gonna ask my question again.
When they
is there any other proof that you have regarding this particular deal, that the reason that they denied you this deal was based upon Mrs. Phillips' actions? Do you have any other proof other than what you've already shown?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So what I have right now is calls to defects based on the video that you showed, and also the video that you gave me, the paraphrase of what she said, and then the video that she responded to on Easter. The second thing I have is a contract with Scentbird that was declined based upon the text thread that you just showed.
Also,
Is there any other damages that you have to show me that are related to something that Ms. Phillips said?
Yes. So if we go to Exhibit U.
Okay, so what
I
I'm
would
going
like
to
to
again is have Mrs. Phillips look at Exhibit U, and then if it's admissible, or if she doesn't have any objection, I'll come back and then we can see if we can talk about that. So I'm going to remove myself again.
Do we got more text? Confusing, but pretty interesting case, especially when it has to do with the old YouTubes. It seems like in a case
So,
like
Miss
this,
Anderson, want to make
Yes.
sure I have this right. There's a U continue, and a U final, right?
Yes. And then, so it should be a you continue, you final, you code enforcement 1, and you code enforcement 2. Do you see that?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you has a lot.
Okay. So let me tell you what I have. I have you continue, you final, you continue again, you code enforcement 1 and 2. Absolutely what you just said. Duh, Jody.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
they've actually been pretty nice to each other as far as not talking over
My
each
next
other.
question for you, any specific order you would like me to show it in? Or which one should be first, or
you I'm looking over you.
Should be sent in order. Just put the numbers rather than be so confusing.
Okay, you
Mhm.
and then you continued again, you final, and then the code enforcement after that.
Okay. You
Uh,
continue.
It seemed that the chat last time I asked this is very Team KEESHA. Have we swayed a little bit more into LaToya's?
You final, then code
For me
enforcement. Cool.
personally, I mean, I don't agree with what
Um,
LaToya does and what she did, but at the same time, I don't know if I'm still on KEESHA's team 100% or not.
Miss Phillips, just let me know when you're ready for the next one.
Hey, KEESHA, I'm a little older than you. I just want to offer you a word of prayer. I'll keep you in my prayers. Please refrain from speaking about what you are going through right now and allow God to. All right, so it goes through that. Not send anyone you do not know information about your situation because it's be using against you, or it can be used against you. Your address is being exposed on this live. Please release everyone around you and allow God to show. I will continue to pray for you, strongest soldiers. God bless you. You should definitely look into taking legal action against Toya Talk because at this point, this is ridiculous. All right, so whoever's number that is, 929, whatever, is, I guess, basically giving her a heads up that Toya's talking some crap, I guess is what that one is.
It's still not over.
Is there another slide?
Yes, there's like 5 other.
I'm ready for the next one.
Thank you, ma'am.
LaToya coming in swinging, it looks like, right?
Yeah, this is weird though. This is a message to KEESHA about LaToya.
Oh.
Trap house coming soon. KEESHA bought Jeremy a Mercedes-Benz for his birthday, allegedly. It's now totaled.
Okay, I'm ready for the next one.
Okay.
Damn, Jeremy's a kept man. Can I apply for that job?
KEESHA Kaylee's Fixer Upper. Let's talk about it.
Is that the correct one?
2.7 views. Who is that?
Who's this guy?
Who that? Who that talking?
Is this the quick video?
I'm sorry. Are you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yes.
Okay, yeah. I think I was just trying to get through all the slides.
No, that was a message. The one was a message from somebody alerting KEESHA that they're talking. What is this?
Whoa! What the hell?
What is? Well,
Okay, the
What up,
next
though?
one, I don't even know what that is.
It's getting serious in here. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all
Okay,
see
here's
that.
the code. So this is a code enforcement violation one. I'm sending an email thread between the building official and myself.
Okay,
to
the
confirm
next
that
one.
a permit is not required for work as we spoke.
Says nothing. The next one.
Why are we going so fast? I can't read them. What's up with the chair? Like a chair through a window or a brick or something.
Is she claiming?
So that's the last one.
Okay.
Is this Jeremy?
I want to object to the very first piece, the very first slide. I believe that's hearsay from another. I just want to object.
Miss Phillips
Yeah, I would
again.
object that too. But then
The
again,
clerks don't
it
make
doesn't really say anything. It's
objections,
somebody
so you
giving
have to
heads up
wait
here
a
talking
moment.
crap about it, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. Let's see.
Right? Do you think that she's going to say that a fan threw a brick
And,
through a window or something?
let's see. Are you able to take whatever's on the screen down? Just I don't want to accidentally, inadvertently see something I don't need to see.
Good question. And is that the house she's living in? Because it don't look like
Yes,
one she's
Judge.
in now.
Okay.
That is not. That's the trap house they were talking about. I
Oh,
think.
that's right.
Got my man a car. Right on. Jeremy's taking care of business. You don't need to be out slinging. I think he's got a sling is the ding-a-lingin'.
Yeah, her objecting to that first part is somebody just praying for her and saying, just giving her a heads up that LATOYA's talking crap and kind of doxing her and stuff.
Okay. And so I don't see it on the screen anymore. Great. Ms. Phillips, what is the basis for your objection?
LATOYA's loving
On
this,
the
by
first
way.
slide, I object due to hearsay.
Okay. Mrs. Anderson, she's objecting, saying that these are hearsay is basically any statement, whether it's written or it's an oral statement, and the person is not here in court for me or you or her to question that person as to the veracity of their statements. So do you have any
I feel it is.
any response? I don't want to hear what the statement is, but any reason why this should not be considered hearsay? Understanding the definition of hearsay is any statement or written or otherwise by somebody that is not present in court to be questioned by me. So is there any reason why that statement is not hearsay?
It's not hearsay because it's illegal to dox anyone, and that's what the evidence proves.
No.
If that's what you're asking.
I'm not
About
even a judge.
The person who wrote the evidence.
No.
Well, did you see the
Okay,
judge?
so let me just ask
Basically
this. The
said
person
that.
who wrote the evidence is not here to testify as a witness. Is that correct?
No, they're not.
I will exclude the evidence
right away.
Because there's been a hearsay objection. So if they're not present to testify, I'm not going to have any statements that they wrote or said delivered without us having a chance to question them about
Well,
those
just like she said,
statements.
it doesn't matter.
Not
If they
admit
question
that
it
evidence.
and
Okay.
you don't
Is
have
there
the
any other
person
evidence
back it up.
that you would like to submit?
Well, she said it was only you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 7 parts of it.
Mm-hmm.
She said she objected to the first one.
Yeah, it was only the first slide.
So all of it's from the same person?
No.
No, and that's why it doesn't make sense why they're
So the exhibit
grouped
U
together.
is broken it down into different parts.
Okay, so Ms. Phillips, let me ask this. Are you objecting to the entirety of Exhibit
No.
U on hearsay
First.
grounds or just one part of it?
I think it's actually 2 or 3 parts
It is
that
depending on
are
that, too.
statements from other people.
This is
I
gonna take
think
a
maybe
while.
2 or 3 parts
Gonna
are
take a
just
long
pictures.
time.
So those are fine.
Okay, so the pictures, I will not
You need to
admit
look
any
at the
statements
picture
from people unless
the
they're going to
broken
come to
window.
testify. So
And the two from
you
Cody.
can have them call in to the Zoom to testify if they would like to testify, but if they're not here to testify, I wouldn't read just their statements.
Only have one statement, Your Honor.
Okay, well, I'm not going to see any statements
Okay.
from anybody that is not here to testify. would you like me to still see whatever pictures you were attempting to show?
So the rest of it was not any statements. Only the first one was a statement from an outside party. But yes, I would still like for you to see the rest.
And can somebody say why there's a picture?
So starting
of
from
broken
you
window
continue.
at
So
some
went
point?
from you to you continued again, final, and then you code enforcement 1, code enforcement 2. So you're omitting exhibit U. So I guess we
Yeah,
have to
I'm no
start from
lawyer, but
exhibit
yeah,
U
you're right,
continue.
Nancy. I don't
So Ms.
see
Phillips,
any-
you're indicating that there was more
Really?
than one statement in what
As
you
far
just
as
saw?
proof goes.
Yes,
the
ma'am.
court
I
of
saw
law.
an email from, looks like a government official possibly.
Okay, so I wouldn't do that then. If that person's not here to testify
Ooh.
and indicate that they actually sent this, then I wouldn't
KEESHA's
look at that
No,
either.
it's
So do you have
falling apart, Mikey.
anything else,
It's
Mrs.
falling
Anderson?
apart. Then
Other
show the
any
picture of the
again, an
brick
email
or
is still
whatever.
hearsay. Hearsay is
Window.
any statement, whether it is written or oral, that is being submitted by a person that's not here to testify today. So anything someone writes their ideas down on, unless they're here in court to testify, then if Ms. Phillips objects on the basis of hearsay, I'm not going to allow those statements in, whether it's email, whether it's a text message, whether it's a video message. If it's said by somebody else, written or otherwise, and she objects on the hearsay grounds, I won't let it in. So I won't let the email in. I won't let the statements in. Is there anything else in that exhibit that is
Show
not
the
a
picture, but
statement,
then I
an
guess
email?
You can't prove that.
Yes, 3 other portions.
Okay,
You
what are
No.
you continue again and you final.
No, she just said that. She's not
Okay.
going to let the email. KEESHA, listen.
Let's see, Madam Clerk, let me try to do this because I don't want to see one of the things that I don't need to see.
She just
She's
said even
indicating
those
that
emails are no good.
there's something other than emails and statements in Exhibit
It's
U
one picture
that
of
are
a broken
different
window. That's all
pictures.
there is.
Could you only show whatever picture
Maybe that's
there
home
is instead of
improvements
whatever
she's planning on
statements
doing.
there are? And I can go away so that you can get it on the screen first if you need me
I'll
to
have to
step away
BRB. Hold
first
on.
for a second.
You're fine.
No, ma'am, I have it. I'm just going to go ahead and exit out of those, and then I'm ready when you are.
And she's still in a good mood, the court reporter.
And just let me know when you're ready for the next one.
Oh, I
the
forgot
next
about
photo.
this one. Yeah, there's that too. And that's
Okay.
but what does that show you? It's not what is that? That's not even like, yeah, she's talking crap about you. I get that. By the way, that picture.
Okay, I'm ready for the next one.
of her. The little thumbnail. Yeah, the fixer upper. I don't
Okay.
understand what that has to do with anything.
Okay. Give me 1 second just to write some notes.
I mean, that definitely looks like a brick through the window. But... was it the brick through the window or the chairs outside? Look at something real quick here.
On the
Pictures.
did she say anything about the picture of the window? We'll go with that one first. That was damaging to you.
No explanation.
So that follows up off of what she showed, if that makes sense. So exhibit U continued again shows what she showed, and then U final shows the result of what she showed.
What?
Okay. What proof do you have that her?
Is she trying to say
she
because of
posted a
those
picture
two
of a
videos, she
broken
got
window? Is that
a
what you're
brick through the
indicating?
window?
No, someone broke into my home. So exhibit U shows that she's doxing my home
Well,
on
there's
her
no
video.
proof of that.
So if
She
you
put
look
the
at the
address
first
on there?
exhibit U, this is her.
Oh,
the
Did the
Keisha
person
Law-
that
no,
broke
no,
into your home indicate that they found out about where you lived and broke into your home based upon a post that Ms. Phillips made?
No, the police was still investigating. They came to the conclusion when the
No, I
police
don't know
came
what
back.
the conclusion that
Okay.
the came to, because they're not here to tell me that.
No.
But
Oh my God.
you don't have any proof that the person that broke
What
into
a
your home
stretch.
broke into
I
your home
mean-
because of Mrs. Phillips.
What a waste
No,
of her
only
time
because
right
of the
here.
date that it happened in the
like
video
her-
that she posted
Now
of her posting
Keisha
my
taking us
address.
to jail because we had said something
Okay.
that she didn't
The-
approve of. Or
What
taking us to
damages are
court.
you saying came
say
from
because of
her
this
posting
video,
that the Mercedes was totaled?
somebody
What
scratched my
damages
car.
are related to that?
So the damages about any post after the contract was formed, that's just damages in itself. But this particular video just went into people looking up our personal record to find our actual have another reason to find our actual home address and continue to physically show up
Anybody
to
that wants
address,
to do that can do
based off
that.
that.
Not
But
necessarily
the main
her,
issue
but
that I had was
anyone.
when she actually
Yeah,
and another reason for this, for
Of
me
her
to show this, is
500,000
because this is another
subscribers.
mention of a form of mention of drugs. This particular video right here is Trap Coming Soon House. So she's pretty much in her, well, not pretty much, she's telling
It's
everyone
Trap
in her
House
video
Coming Soon.
that we have a trap house. We bought our
Say
home,
what she's
and this is taking place within 2 days of us buying our home. Our address was doxed on the internet. So now we're at fear. Our home is broken into within 2 weeks of us purchasing a home. And this video is alleging that we have a trap house. And then her
Move to a
follow-up
safer
video
neighborhood.
shows the location of our home. As you can see, if you zoom in, that's like the location board of where our home is located, the proximity to places, blah, blah, blah. And then our
Well, you
home is
can't-
broken into.
can't prove
The
it.
person who broke into the home did not definitively say that she was the cause of it, but we're just going based off of the course of action of her videos being posted.
Can
in
they
that
just
timeline.
fight? I'm at that point where I just want
Yeah,
to
do you have any
fight
other
each other.
evidence that
Yeah, for
ties
real.
her to the
I think we're at
person
the
that
end
broke into
here,
your home
pretty
or
close.
that
Gotta
you were
be.
able to locate your home
She ain't got nothing. I'm
due
sorry.
to that?
Nothing.
No, but I do have another piece of evidence that shows also in that video, she said that we were illegally reconstructing our home, which was a code violation,
What?
which was the evidence that she didn't want to admit. So I won't show the statement, of course, but we got a code violation and code enforcement came to our home off of her video stating that we
Constructing
were
rock and roll,
illegally
bud.
restructuring our home, which once again goes into the realm
Code
of breaching
violation because of
privacy
her.
on YouTube platform. YouTube removes video based off of breaches of privacy, slander, defamation of character, and those things. So this is a pattern that the defendant continuously does over and over and over again with me in my personal life. Like I said, we had just purchased the home, and within 24 hours, our home is now doxed, and boards have been posted for thousands of people
Let's
to
get
see.
drunk.
Code enforcement is now called. And then the evidence that the statement from code enforcement was just suggesting that
what
somebody.
said because she's objecting to you not having
Of course, you're right.
proved that. Do you have any other videos or any other evidence that shows damages from anything that she posted or said?
Right.
Let me-
Judge, wrap it up.
Yeah, I think that would have been the way to go, actually, Hector. I'm not sure if that's did that make sense to me?
So if we go back up to the initial reason as to why I generated the contract, remember originally I said that I started the contract based off of her breaching my privacy and things of that nature. So the videos were being removed. So if you go to exhibit,
RJ.
Should be wrap it up soon. Or should be doing it without me.
we go to exhibit. Sorry, I have a lot of exhibits.
Yeah. None of which have been admissible at this point.
Look at something here.
It's just, I hope LaToya doesn't have any rebuttals.
Okay, what is
We're
the
at
nature of your objection?
3 minutes behind.
Just
Rock.
relevance. I'm not sure what that was showing.
So Ms. Anderson, the basis for her objection is relevance. Can you briefly explain what she just saw, why that's relevant to any claims you have against her?
This is proving my emotional distress damages. So
You're
this
gonna try.
it was just showing the proof that how much I've been paying for counseling over the last 2 years dealing with
Then
the stress
cancel your
of
channel and
being
stay off
harassed
YouTube.
and the
Right,
violations
yes.
and
Oh,
privacy issues and CPS coming to my house several times and things of that nature. So this was just
All right, so now
proving
we're getting
the
into-
financial damages that I've had to
Monetary
endure to ensure that my mental health was intact. So that's what that evidence was.
Did you not see a psychiatrist or anything previous
Okay.
to that? Is that what you're saying?
Any other response, Mrs. Phillips?
No.
Yeah, well, like again,
No.
relevance. I don't think that doesn't show that I'm the cause of her going to, I guess that's therapy, maybe. I don't think you can say I'm the cause for you to go to therapy.
Well, you're right.
I got work to do.
So I will allow
That's a
it.
thank you for the twofer.
Madam Clerk, do you mind placing that back up?
No problem, Judge.
I'm gonna bump this to live and see where we're at.
Where's
here.
the deep voice guy?
Oh wow, this is now we're live.
So I could have, if Keisha would have come out from under the
Under the
Can you
what?
hear it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
rock that she hides. So I could have, if Keisha would have come out from under the rock that she hides up under, and if she would come from behind the scenes and just say, hey,
Tight.
Toya, can you just speak to me. I hate when people have to go the legal route. It's not that serious, Keisha. Because this makes, and I hope she reads this. I feel that Paris did what she did because Keisha do little spiteful stuff that make you just want to go in on her. It make you want to
Go
go
in on her. I don't even know what
That's
that
how she
means.
got my channel taken down last time because she went behind the scenes.
Stop talking about her, LaToya.
You know what I'm saying? And my thing with Keisha is I just feel like, girl, I'm not even talking about you no more.
She's obsessed with her.
Since
Obsessed with her.
Mikey, she just said that she ain't even talking about her
You
anymore.
know what I'm saying? Like I really let it go. I let it go. I'm just trying to mind my business. But yet here you come. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you never leave well enough alone.
Okay.
Yeah. Well enough alone.
Yeah. Again, I don't understand what proof this is. We've proven the fact that LaToya said
I'll run
things
into the
about
next one.
Yes, give me 1 second.
Can we get to the next one of me just complaining some more? Yeah. She is just so all about her.
Oh, Hector, I don't think so. There's only oh shit, a lot. Never mind.
I was going to ask you how many people are watching. I can't see it.
127 subs. There's 873 people watching this right now.
Uh-huh.
But that's because, that would be their listeners that they like.
Their viewers, yeah.
Viewers, excuse me. Still,
Is that
working with
chat open over there? Are people chatting?
you. Great question. I doubt it. No.
No, it's disabled. Okay.
Yeah. Hi, Keisha. This is from Dave Caldwell.
Coddle Jr.
And I've connected with another team at YouTube that specializes in helping creators who are dealing with harassment, and they are looking forward to working with you further. You should be receiving an email and community outreach.
Okay, I'm ready for the next one.
Thank you so much, Dave, for all of your help. I really appreciate it. I was able to file a civil suit on another content creator who is a mild version of Paris. This individual happens to live in Atlanta with me, so I was able to locate an address. You doxed her, you mean? And they were just served by the marshal. For the progress.
Georgia, I'm
ready for the
my
next
wits
one.
ends right now.
It does now, DM Andy. Yeah, can you imagine? Thank you, Amber.
How many subs you think either one of them would get from this?
Okay, the next one.
I don't think a lot, because I think that unless a lot of those 800 people are just people that are interested in them. maybe.
I'm ready
I don't
for
know.
the next one.
I'm gonna say
That's the last one.
790 of them are.
790 are just people that are interested, or
I object.
people already.
People that are just interested in them too.
Yeah.
Because tomorrow, look at, or whenever next time we're here, I guarantee you there won't be more than 40 people there.
Oh yeah, no, I mean they have 127 subs on this channel that this is, on. I mean, Guys, I sure as hell didn't think when we started this that we would be coming upon time where we got to get, and I hate this because it leaves everybody that, of course, with live, you guys can jump over and watch this. But everybody that's invested
Gonna
in
watch this video, yeah.
has gotten this far.
By the way, Judge Manning's still not back. After we played on building our day around her.
Yeah.
Still,
I'm telling
not
you,
back.
she peaked earlier, that 2-hour one. I have a feeling it's going to, and that's I just, like I said, I feel bad because
I have a feeling that's going to be going on for a little bit.
That's a good
longer.
I don't know. Do they save their videos?
Yeah.
Oh, do they?
Think so.
If they do, then we can go through and do a part 2 then. 3 hours ago, 4 hours ago, 4 hours ago, and 5 hours ago is all that's there, just today's thing. So I guess you could go back and grab it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she went out, got she's probably getting like crab legs or something today.
She's getting laid, son. She had to get one before she come back for any more court.
I mean,
You know
we
what
have
I mean?
invested this much time. I want to see an end, but I just, again,
Do you have any objection to what you've been shown?
Yes, I think it was 2 out of 3 are hearsay.
Thank you, Gracie. I'm glad you understand the whole.
Okay.
Get the
Mrs.
concept
Anderson,
of what
do
we're
you have
doing
any
here.
response to her hearsay
Appreciate you.
objections?
This is a direct conversation with the platform in question, so I don't believe it to be hearsay because this goes, they're talking to me about the policies that they have in place.
It doesn't matter. Again, the definition of hearsay
You
is
set a
any
precedent.
statement by someone
Anything
that
here
is
on
not
out
in court that
that is
you're
text
offering
and email
to prove the
is
truth
no
of the
good.
matter that they're trying to state. So if you're trying
already
to
said
prove
that.
what they're saying is true in that statement, and they're not here for her to question them, it is still hearsay. Which Ms. Phillips, which one was not hearsay?
It might have been the second one. It was a statement from KEESHA responding to the person.
Okay, so you don't mind if I read her response? Okay,
That's fine.
okay. So Madam Clerk, could you do the second picture or document, which should be a response from Ms. Anderson?
The audio was first.
Okay, so let me ask this. Do you have any objection to me hearing the audio, Mrs. Phillips?
No,
no.
Nancy, this will be like
Okay,
the
so Madam
TikTok one
Clerk,
that we
let's
had.
play the
I could
audio
care
first,
less
and
what
then I can
happened to
see the
both of them after
the
that
response from
grueling-
Ms. Anderson.
Just like this, I believe it was on a Friday also.
Mm-hmm. I gotta go. I have to go. I can't say.
Yeah, you go ahead. And
You go ahead as long as you need to, because I ain't gonna fire this up for another. Yeah, 10, 15 more minutes. Bye, everybody.
Just speak to me. I hate when people have to go the legal route. It's not that serious, KEESHA. Because this makes, I hope she reads it. I feel that Paris did what she did because KEESHA do little spiteful stuff that make you just want to go in on her. It make you want to go in on her. That's how she got my my channel taken down last time, because she went behind the scenes and did it the legal way. You know what I'm saying? And my thing with KEESHA is, I just feel like, girl, I'm not even talking about you no more. It's been what, 2 weeks?
we're all right.
Since you know what I'm saying, I've been vlogging, I've been minding my business. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really let it go. I let it go. I'm just trying to mind my business, but yet here you come.
Okay, but
you know what I'm saying?
again,
It's just
what is
like,
that?
You never leave well enough alone.
None of it has, to me, none of that really makes.
Okay, and we can see the one statement from Ms. Anderson.
So anyways, we're good up until 4 o'clock. We gotta jump off. I just hate it because I don't know if we could get the unless Grotto. Yes, Grotto favor. Let me see.
Okay, thank you.
You're so welcome.
And Mrs. Anderson, do you have anything else that proves any other evidence?
Okay, let me pull it up.
guess I could set that up to. I was gonna say we could record it so that we have it to look back on after. I mean, I've invested like 2 hours into this thing. I want to see what happens. Yeah, Rudolph, a lot of this is that's what I mean. I mean, we started off with, I mean, doesn't Latoya's going to have a chance to even, gosh, I'll tell you what, I hate to do it, but because now that I'm thinking about it.
So I would like to enter in Exhibit H.
I wish that Judge would ask, is it a text message, is it an email, or is it a person?
This is for evidence of damages.
What is the letter or number of the evidence?
H.
H, as in
Yes.
Harry? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So is this just video, or is it audio, or is it just the picture?
Just a picture.
Okay. So I'll just step away from sight, but I'll stay in earshot. So Mrs. Phillips, just let me know whether or not you have
Yes,
an
that's where it all
objection.
began. Is Latoya's channel got taken down because 3 strikes and you're out. She got her. That's what I'm thinking, and that's why I think that I think we're gonna have to cut it. But I want to go back for everybody that is watching in the future, watching this video that just spent 2 hours plus along with us, you know, in the future.
Is this the biggest that it goes?
I want to make sure that we can do a part 2. You know what I mean?
That's correct.
Okay. I think
This is the move out overview. It's very hard to see.
okay.
It's all the damages in the
tenant-
house.
I don't get
What? This is a list of all the damage,
okay. Is that all?
and that's Latoya's fault. Oh,
Yes, that's the end of the exhibit.
oh, Miguel, I'm trying. We got 25 minutes.
I object.
One moment. What is the nature of your objection?
Right.
Just relevance.
Mrs. Anderson, why is this relevant?
This is a breakdown of the damages that I had to pay personally due to the nature of the defendant's content once again. So this is just the breakdown.
Damages of what that you had to pay? What was damage?
To a former property.
And how did she do anything that would have caused damage to a former property?
So I'm assuming that due to hearsay, I won't be able to admit the evidence statements prior to leading up into this event. However, I'll simplify it as best as I possibly can. And August of 2019, I reached out to my property at the time because my home was doxed. The home we lived in at that time was doxed, not the new home that we just showed. The home at that time was doxed. And I asked them, could we terminate the lease? They told us pretty much it would be $9,000 to terminate the lease. We decided against it. Around October, we were still getting threats to our home, and people were saying that we're going to come harm at that time, premature twins. So we decided to leave the property and go somewhere else. Once we left the property, we now had to pay the rent for the former home, which was $4,500, and our new rent, which was $3,700. We never publicly informed our platform or anyone publicly why we moved, what the reason of the move was, or anything like that. We just moved. The defendant,
Phillips, specifically. Yes. In relation
she
to
uploaded
that.
a video in breach of privacy yet again, suggesting that we had an illegal Airbnb going on at the time of our move. The house was broken into and damages came to that property due to someone coming to the home creating these damages. The defendant took video, images, and footage from my content on my platform, uploaded it on her platform, which was a breach of privacy, and concluded that we were running an illegal Airbnb. From that point, her audience members went, sorry, my apology.
And Mikey, are you
Sorry, my
able
apologies. I think
to
someone's
get the
calling.
rest of this?
From her video, the person in question,
I actually
it was a
could.
celebrity figure who was unbeknownst to me. They were then harassed, which I'm pretty sure once again it will be hearsay, so I wouldn't be able to include that evidence. That person was harassed with 500,000 followers on their platform, and due to them being harassed, they submitted this to my homeowners association for that home, and they tried to run an investigation of why members of my followers are saying that there was a video, which was Toya's video in question, saying that there was an Airbnb. So the property owner reached out to me with the defendant's video saying that these are the claims being made. I have an illegal Airbnb going on. Due to these claims, someone is now getting harassed. Their family's been harassed. I did have conclusive video evidence with the video of how the home got broken into and the things being stolen. But my property owner decided
that it was an illegal Airbnb.
Correct.
What did she say? She said those words. Did she say anything else? Or
It doesn't matter.
any
It goes
proof
back
of
to
why
the
she
same
believed
thing
it
as
was an
the
illegal
drug dealer thing. Where's the
Airbnb?
video? You don't have the proof. It doesn't.
No, just that it was an illegal Airbnb. We never mentioned Airbnb. We never said we were renting out our home. We knew we were leaving for privacy reasons because our safety had been compromised.
So again, she said that it was an illegal Airbnb. And then who was the person that was in the home at the time that they began getting harassed? Was it a renter that was in there that you were renting to or leasing to?
No, at that time, it was someone who I had no idea was even at the property. The person who I knew was at the property, that was their company.
Living in the property at the time that she said that it was an illegal Airbnb. Is that correct?
Yes, they were on the property visiting with the person I knew to be on the property.
You had already decided to move from the property at the time that she alleged that it was an illegal Airbnb.
Correct. We were still 100% liable for the home. So we were still paying rent and everything.
You had decided no longer to live in the home prior to her declaring it an illegal Airbnb.
Correct.
What damages did you, not somebody else in harassment, but what damages did you incur because she alleged that it was an illegal Airbnb? What came after that? You had already decided to move out, so you were already going to have that expense, regardless of if she made the claim that it was an illegal Airbnb. What additional expense that you come into or issues that you...
Here's what we're going to do. Totally up to you. If you guys want to jump over and watch the end of this, I totally understand. We will have a part 2. We could revisit it from this point and watch it out, but it has to be another time than now because we got to chase this coming up. So if you want to keep watching, I totally understand. But I'm going to jump out of here simply because we've got this. We'll see the end. We'll be able to go back and revisit it. If you want to do that with us and not spoil it for yourself, feel free to do that. I promise you we'll have that to go back to as a part 2 because now we're this invested into this. And trust me, I'd sit here and we would just ride it out. But again, we got to chase Florida Friday coming up next, less than 20 minutes away. So I got to jump out of here so we can get everything going with that. So again, we'll have it. We can circle back to this, just like the people are going to circle back and give KEESHA her money again. It's like they had said and admitted to. Anyways, if you want to find out with us on a part 2, then don't go watch it live. But if you're invested and want to go check it out, you feel free. All right. We'll see everybody back here again, 4:05 East, Florida Friday. On We Gotta Chase. And don't forget, coming up 6 o'clock East, also, of course, we got members only. And Judge Manning, I hope to God you had a hell of a great lunch today. My God. All right, guys. We'll see you here in just a few minutes. We'll get back into it. Where's the I'll just play the case open. I don't know where the ending is. Find it. Doesn't matter. Not a big deal. Thank you guys for hanging out. We'll figure it out. We'll find out all together. I'm not sure when. We will try. make that happen today. Anyways, all right. See you guys. We got a chase coming up next at 4:05 East. Those of you watching in the future as a video, there will be a part 2. Just look for it.
All week long.